so...
Oh, yeah. We're totally live.
There we are.
Yep, we're
Hi.
live. Hi.
Oh, hey.
It's time to do the thing that I didn't tell everybody on Twitter.
I was literally writing a tweet, so if you want to write it...
Let's do it. Okay, everybody.
Multitasking here.
We are doing the legit
Super
first
professional
episode.
here on the forefront.
Holy poop, we're live with D&D 4E.
Holy
Coming.
shit.
Blast from the past, everybody.
Yeah. All of your loving nostalgia of this edition of D&D.
That I never got to play.
And that's why we're playing it.
Exactly.
No, D&D 4 is good. Like, it's different, but it's you know.
Heck yeah.
I feel like I'm being overly tentative. I was just defending 4E last night on a thing. I like it.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and just figure this out. Let's figure this out. My name is Four, and you're on the forefront. And at this point, you're probably wondering, well, maybe there's a mistype, and maybe there's something wrong with the entry in this stream because it says 4E instead of 5E. That's not a mistake, friends. I am legitimately going to run 5, 4. Wait, hold on. Oh God, 5.
Wait, this is a mouse guard game?
No, this isn't mouse guard. Stop it! I can do more things than mouse guard. And I'm gonna prove it right here. Hi, my name is Four. Welcome to On the Forefront. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition. And here we are going to be playing that fabled game that I never got to play because I saw some salt on the internet. And now I'm going to go straight into this fantastic world that we are creating for you. So let's just go ahead and go around, and before we, get into, I'd say the meat and potatoes of the campaign, how about we get some of our players to introduce themselves and their characters? Abby, you want to go first?
Sure, of course. I will go first. So, just a forewarning, everybody. This is my first time playing 4E, and we shall see. We shall see how it goes. Just feeling, I'm excited about this character. So today I am going to be playing a character, and her name is. Sorry, just a second. Masha Belisleski. So she is a assassin who is from the. Oh my goodness, I have it written down because we have specific, there's a whole cool world, and she comes from the
Vatun.
Yes, that one. Thank you.
I have copious notes.
You are fantastic.
Honestly, I'm going to be very proud of you if you have notes on all this shenanigans.
Throck, I am counting on you for your notes.
Oh boy.
You know. Yeah, Masha is right now. If you look at her, she's got kind of bright red hair, very very fair, pale skin, very slight, kind of unassuming, very cheery, which is odd for being an assassin, but whatever. So right now she's just kind of hanging out, laying low, and she happens to find herself in this halfling territory.
Yeah, Canton.
Canton, thank you. I know what I'm doing.
That's gonna be a word we're going to learn a lot.
That's on the homework side.
That I'm so sorry. I went to town with world building in this campaign, and not all of it's done.
It only makes me love you more because I love a good world.
Oh gosh. Well, can you describe the place that Masha comes from?
Yes. So Warcton is a...
Mind your language. This is a family-friendly stream, Abby.
Don't
I can say Warcton as much as I want. Don't... So, Warcton is a canton that relies very, very heavily on, tradition. It has a very long line of, here are the people that are kind of in charge, and that's it. And then there's also 2, like, you sent them to me.
Yeah, there's every canton or like sort of country in this world has like 2 very important ideals.
Yes.
Warcton's is conduct and duty. They are all about that idea of everybody has this forward motion to
Hello.
And there it is, that raid. You are so kind.
Hello,
Thank you,
welcome,
everybody.
party. How are you guys doing?
That came in. Whoa, Throck! That's
Hi, friends!
Thank you.
Thank you for the raid.
Yes, Grinny, we did say duty.
I
Warcton,
really
very big
appreciate
on
it.
duty.
Enjoy the possum, yo. Hello, welcome party. We're going to be going into our characters right now. We'll jump into the game in just a moment. But yeah, Warcton is a canton that is all about conduct and duty. It is a very, I would say, you dedicate yourself to the whole of the country.
Yes.
How do you dedicate yourself, Masha, with murder?
Yes. I am part of Masha is part of a group that are very young and idealistic and think that the duty for their country is to make equal opportunity for everybody in their canton. And as of right now, not everybody quite has an equal chance in the canton right now. So to try to make all of the people in our great canton equal, I sometimes will take out certain people who don't believe in equality.
That's right. That's right, because your garrote has places to be.
Oh yeah.
And before we decide where that's going to be in particular, let's go ahead and go to Benicio. Ishman, would you tell us more about Benicio by chance?
Hi, I'm Ishman 223, and I'm playing the young Lord Benicio Montmorden, first of his name.
I could not fit that into your box, but you delivered it very well.
Thank you. I'm very proud of myself. He is a generally young Eladrin as far as the Elven people go. He's about 120 years old or so, and he left Warbempire, the main area where a lot of the Eladrin have taken root, in order to travel towards Voltshire, which is very much a draconic territory, in search of a way to expand the reach of the Feywild and restore some honor to his name.
Most excellent. What class are you?
He's a wizard, don't you know? He's a
Really?
magic boy. He shoots things with the Arcana.
I find the Arcana to be mystifying. Does Benicio also look mystifying?
Yeah, so he's got those... He's not just an elf, he's a Ladrin. He's very, very, very much in touch with the Fae. He's very exaggerated features, almost like... what did I say? The David Bowie of the elf. He's got those big elven ears, almost like in World of Warcraft, and he's got these eyes that are pupilless and almost look like pure blue gems instead of actual eyes.
Beautiful.
And they just stare both directly at you and past you at the same time in a way that makes you feel weird and slightly aroused.
If David Bowie is your thing.
Yeah. Well, technically it'd be like one blue eye and one brown eye, I think.
I would dare to even say, who isn't into David Bowie? Maybe. For me, David Bowie has like a universal attraction, but that could just be me.
You're not wrong.
I want to go into the atmosphere. Will you take us there, Bajorni? Throck, tell us about your character and your return to 4E.
Oh man, I get to play Foray again after years, and I'm pretty okay with that. Yeah, I'm playing Bjarni. Bjarni Buckman, and he's a rune priest from the city of, or from the canton of Zotan, which doesn't have any rulers apparently. But we believe in conquest and truth, and so obviously I'm here in Yarlshire on a mission. It's not a mission I'm going to tell any of you scrubs about, though. I am a rune priest, and I take that very seriously. And, well, I look like I have red hair, but I have a shaved, bald pate, and on it is a large blue rune that helps me focus my powers. I wear a golden scale shirt with a white rune made out of some of the scales there. And yes, I am here for a very specific purpose.
I like that.
Yes.
I look forward to seeing more about that purpose and seeing what exactly a rune priest can do, because there are some things in this world that are a little bit different than your usual D&D campaign. But before we get that taken care of, let's go to our...
I have a gun. Sorry.
He has a gun!
I have a gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are additions to this world. There are guns, because there are influences that I will bring up in just a moment. After...
Hold on, really quickly, before we move on from guns in this world, I feel like that moment just now was like that one Vine where the mom's like, Henry, what do you have? And he's like, I got a knife, and runs off. He's like, I got a gun. Moving on.
Sweetie, tell me what you have. A gun! No!
Exactly.
Jordy, tell me what you have.
Oh, yes, I have a rat gun. It's a, I was looking for my notes on it. It is a, so as part of the technology that we talked about in the world creations sector of this, we have Arcanite. And so it is a rotating Arcanite transmitter that allows guns to fire shards, essentially, and we call them shard throwers or rat throwers, as the case may be, because rotating Arcanite transmitter. So they're rat guns, and it's rat gunners for people who would carry them. And Bjarni is a craftsman of such things, mostly on a larger scale than pistols, artillery, and things like that. But yeah.
Yeah, because the Arcanite is just a valuable resource in this world, considering all the destructive capabilities you can do. They have like little, instead of like magazines that you load into a gun, you just slap this big chunk of crystal rock into it instead and let loose. Voila. Give it a crank.
Rotational Arcanite triggering.
Exactly. Rotational Arcanite triggering. We could go on this tangent for forever. But before we do that, let's go to Dev, my good buddy, and tell us about Carrick.
I'm playing Carrick, the halfling. He is a scion, and although he is a somewhat intelligent individual, he's a very disheveled individual. He wears very plain clothes, or he wears very nice clothes that have been very worn down.
They're plain compared to the people he usually hangs out with, I think.
Yes, they're kind of dirty. He kind of has a smell to him. He has long, kind of very dirty hair. It kind of sticks out. He doesn't sleep well.
It's not that good halfling smell.
No, it really isn't.
Okay.
We'll probably find out why later on. I'll be honest. And he is, being a halfling, he is from Yarlshire. Mm-hmm. Which is, I believe, where we're starting. So, indeed. I don't need to come up with a reason why I'm here. My reason is I live here, bitches.
There you go. And Yarlshire is all about family and faith. That is their two ideals. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Did I ever... Oh, no. No, I never... Ishman, I never came up with two ideals for the Eladrin.
It's right. I was thinking when she was talking, when Abby was talking about like the honor, and I'm like, oh shit.
Actually, they kind of
and
yeah, I kind of think they value family too, but in a different way. Family and whimsy, maybe.
It's probably whimsy.
Whimsy is such a good one.
Or no. It's probably a weird dichotomy between whimsy and poise. and also
Boys is a good one.
like for it's mixed between those, and then the other one is legacy.
Yep. I figure like you and Nil would get along well. But before we get too far into this, let's go ahead and give you guys an opportunity to see what we're seeing. The world of Trosk. I just put a link in chat. You can go check out the world map there. And I would like all of us to take a moment to go down this lane of history. It's oh boy. Really, yeah, this is the music I want.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. The Troskin Confederacy. It has stood for several decades, centuries, but now it is beginning to tear itself apart. The seams of the borders of this proud continent and all of the cantons, the nations that make it up, have begun to dissolve. Not due to rising tensions or constant war, absolutely not. It's actually the opposite. There has been several years of peace. Even Voltmore, which is the home of the Dragonborn and the Draconic races, it has entered into the cantons peacefully. The Confederacy allowed it in very willingly. And Halati is primarily the reason for that. Halati has been a constant source of political negotiation and stability. But in the past few years, ever since their two delegates that managed this great peace, it's begun to crack. And soon everyone begins to realize that in the ensuing peace, there have been several grudges that have built up over time and have not able to be that steam, that pressure, the boiling over of harsh rivalry just was not able to get its release. And along all this time, the Troskin Confederacy was growing. It was progressing in technology, in military science, and in magic. Because of this, nobody has seen what this new era can bring. The devastation and slaughter that is now in the hands of all of these cantons. And we are about to witness the future of Trosk. In Duskmire, a territory that was recently claimed by Nilm, and for the past 15 years has been losing its identity from its Vaktan origins. A carriage pulls through the city. We see there are two individuals in the back, the Reeve of Nilm, this canton that is dedicated to legacy, that is the embodiment of innovation. It rides through the streets on its way to various diplomatic events until there is an explosion. A fireball bursts in the building across the street as it drives by, hitting, mistakenly, a carriage that was carrying someone entirely different. The ensuing chaos pulls the city into a panic, and just when the Reeve, Matthias Gilshab, just when he thought he was safe, a lone assassin charged forward, hands ablaze with arcane fury for what Nilm had done to Duskmire's heritage, destroyed him. It is a day later. and news of this assassination has begun to reach the other cantons. Yalshire, a rather peaceful, due to its halfling strongholds that have never been breached in any war. They are well known for their constructions and architecture. Yalshire is where we turn our gaze. And in the stronghold that I'm taking you to right now, Warcton Hold, which I will now see if I can transition easily to. There we go. Warcton Hold, which is a small town that sits very comfily. Comfily? Is that a word that I can use for you all? That sits in sort of like the center of Yalshire, down one of its rivers. It lies behind strong walls and relies on a farming community. And all of you, for one reason or another, find yourselves in this town. Would you all like to tell me what your thoughts on Yalshire is currently? And after you've heard the news. I think we should start with Bjorny. What are you doing here?
It's Bjorny.
Ah!
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Bjorny. So I actually have two questions.
Yes.
What is the political status between Warcton and Yalshire?
So, I imagine that Warcton... They are on good terms. I would say if you had to find better allies, you would have trouble, because they are both non-human cantons, and I imagine that is a factor in a lot of their relations. Particularly because Nilm, Haladi, Etriskel, and Barbuli are all human nations. So the two of you sort of understand that you're a little outnumbered, and you would prefer having a good sort of routine with each other. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
we were talking about Warcton and Yalshire, or were we?
Oh my gosh, Zatan. Excuse me. Zatan.
Zatan. Yeah, I'm sorry,
Zatan is the
Not
dwarven place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zatan.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. So
Okay,
they
you're
have a relationship which makes sense to me. So I would, I think his first thought is good. Good that bastard got murdered. How dare they try to subjugate my people? We will clearly come to their defense.
The Warcton was the one that was subjugated. Oh.
What? No, I'm confused.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't it Duskmire that was subjugated?
Duskmire. Duskmire used to be a part of Warcton. Zatan is the dwarf one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So never mind. Okay.
Oops,
so I would, I'm a little worried, but also a little excited that war is probably coming, because I have all these sweet new toys, and it's really important that I'm here to ensure the defenses of someone who will probably be our allies are up to snuff. So I think Bjorny is probably wandering around looking at the walls, especially after getting the news this morning that Nil Noriv was assassinated in Duskmire. He's just taking a look at the defenses, making sure the walls are stout and sturdy, seeing what kind of forces are on the walls. Perhaps afterwards he'll go to a local tavern and enjoy some breakfast.
That's a good thought. You see that the walls of Warcton Hold, they are pretty durable, you imagine. They have been up for about, you would say, maybe 100 years, give or take. And they have this rather odd shimmer to their almost marble-like surface. The stone that was used to carve these was probably, if not resilient, naturally, it was probably enchanted in some way as well. But you don't see any... Yes.
May I use Arcana to detect magic?
Sure, go right ahead.
Thank you.
No problem. First roll of the game.
Yay! Watch it. I am a leaf on the wind. Watch how I...
I see.
How'd I do? I don't have it up yet.
11.
No, I don't think so. So I actually wrote down the rules for my skills because they all have like these trigger things.
Oh, yes.
So sense presence of magic is DC 20 plus half level of item. So no. Nope. Mm-mm. I don't know nothing. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm. Mm. Forgive me. I just have this delicious dinner.
Ooh. So yeah, and then I will have my suspicions, but I will then retreat to get a mid-morning repast.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you find in this small hold that there is in fact several taverns, but one of which was given recommended to you, I would say, called the Mounted Goat. And I would say, have you already contacted the leaders of Warcton Hold?
Only if I was under orders to.
I would expect so, because like it's a random dwarf just like looking at the walls, sort of like rubbing them, chipping them, all that stuff.
Yeah. Then yeah, I absolutely would have.
Okay. It is a woman, a halfling woman named Nadja Latsk. And I'll go ahead and post the name in chat so everybody knows how to spell it. And she is the sort of like the warden of Warcton Hold. And she is a stout halfling, well dressed with a short cape sort of wrapped around her shoulders with several designations of like a military code. And she, I imagine, would like walk with you along the walls of Warcton Hold and sort of narrate to you, yes, now you see this stone honed and carved from Yarlshire quarries. And if it's imported, we know our stone, I guess you could say.
It looks like a good stone, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got some sort of shimmer on it. Is that a naturally occurring effect, or is there some arcane reinforcement?
You know, that's something new that we've been trying out, you see. With all the Arcanite production going on, we're hoping if we can reduce maybe some of the blast. I'm not saying we're gonna bounce their cannonballs right back at them, but you know.
Of course.
Hopefully, if nothing gets on fire, that's a hope.
Oh, I see. Yes, no, that's smart. Yeah.
And you actually do notice that it's actually quite cool to the touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. What do you think of the news over from Dustshire?
Oh, the less I hear about it, the better I'll be. Sure, it's about a world's away, it seems, from little tiny Warcton, but I can't say. Once the Reeve comes to conclusion, we'll hopefully be resolving this. I'm sure all the delegates are losing their heads. You know how they get.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure Hiladi will back down again. They did it last time. They'll probably do it again this time.
Oh, no, Haladi's been dropping the ball all over the place.
Oh, I know.
You think these humans would have some sort of idea on, you know, cooperation, negotiation?
Well, they don't understand. They're not like you and I. We believe in community. They're a lot for themselves.
That's why we got to stick together.
Aye.
At least the Estrakill, Estrakel. Bah! At least they have some flair. At least they pretend to be polite.
Right, but it's a pretense.
Oy.
Just as soon stab you in the back.
Just because they're tall enough to do it. Well, listen, you've done a good job here. Don't be leaving just yet. I might have some more things for you. After all, it's not often we get a room priest.
Oh, I'd be glad to be of service.
How is that doing, by the way? Were you always a room priest?
Mostly, yeah. So, actually, my father is a brewer at Bugman's Beer.
A brewer? gave rise to a rune priest. That's the silliest thing I ever heard.
Well, my mother was a bit more of a mystic herself, and it transferred to me in different ways, and so I use it to create and to heal sometimes, but also to destroy. It's a bane and boon.
Well, I hope she wasn't one of those fanatics. And
No.
she sort of does give this little hesitation, like, this is something that all of you would now know, which I am revealing to everyone. I would say in a past age, in probably like 200 years, the gods kind of got booted by the cantons as a whole. The Confederacy realized that it wasn't a confederacy at the time. It was sort of like a ruled monarchy. And basically, divine right was rampant, and people were able to call down the power of the gods to such an extent that a lot of the territories were ruined as a result. And they're only now recovering since the canton has been functioning as it has. Yes.
In relation to the canon story of creation, do they still... They don't, like, practice worship of the gods, but do they still recognize the gods?
They do, because gods can still have influence over the mortal realm. But
I would assume with the origin of the elves and Corlon, like, I didn't know if there's...
Oh yeah, like, we're gonna stick to, like, the same mythology, but it's just we don't have people raising the dead 24/7. Like, in time, everybody becomes a level 20 cleric. That's bad. Because
the Confederacy was like, cleric OP, please nerf.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. So that's precisely what the cantons have dedicated themselves to in the recent past, is we cannot have divine right take such power. We can't have the Pope deciding what's good or bad. And we need to bring some law and order into this bastion of divine power. We can't have flame strike being called down every time someone, gets tripped in the streets. There are still powers, though, particularly the alphabet of the gods, which has been something that has not had law applied to it. It's not banned, but it is extremely useful, especially with the discovery of Arcanite. There's all sorts of science and research being put onto this particular form of divine ability. And she says, well, listen, that's good to hear. I'm hoping this is going to be a good transaction, good couple of days of consideration. Because I feel like you and the dwarves of Zatan have got a real good figure on Arcanite and how it can be implemented. I don't want something like Vatan coming down with cannons that can make this wall something like a tiny smithereens.
Well, I assure you those sorts of things exist, but when you've got your own firepower, you're able to fight against it, and these are strong walls that'll hold up long enough for reinforcements to come, I'm sure.
All right. Well, listen, go check out the mounted goat.
The mounted goat?
Oh, yes. It's gonna be a lovely time, I can tell.
I'll make my way over there now. It was lovely speaking with you, miss.
Delightful.
Warden.
She takes her hand and shakes it, and shakes your hand. I mean, God. And she leaves, and we follow her. We go away from you, and towards this large, like cylinder, this hexagon in the middle of the town. It's a large, obviously fortified position where military structure takes place. And she walks in, and Nadja sort of heaves a sigh as she climbs these stairs and opens a door. Dev, you see that she arrives with this she's sort of taken the small cloak, and she's sort of like made it intimidating. Like, she has sort of let it fold around her broad shoulders as she enters, and she looks a bit testy, to say the least. Testy, however, is a very minor thing in comparison to the delegate of Yalshire, your cousin, I think?
Aunt.
Or aunt, oh yes. Mara Yurtle. She is sitting in a office that has been loaned out to her, and this halfling woman is gazing at you with she's judging you. She's judging you so hard right now.
Morning, Naja.
Good morning to you, Carrick. I hope you slept well.
The hangover's still there. Water.
Water! Well, of course. She grabs a pitcher, pours it out because it actually had wine in it, and goes to a water skin that she has on her belt and pours it in there instead and pours you a little glass. There.
Thank you, Naja. He takes the glass, splashes himself in the face, gives it back, then pulls a flask out and opens it up. Thank you, I needed that.
Let's talk about that hangover, shall we?
That's gonna go away in a bit. I just need something to drink.
Oh, well, I think, and your aunt says that's enough. Kirk.
Hi. Yes, Auntie.
Kirk, what are you doing with yourself?
I'm living. I don't understand the question.
Now, I understand that families related to delegates might not have high, noble outcry if you are embarrassing or perhaps not fulfilling duties. Debutants are not, a strange thing. But we'd like to write home about something.
Well, maybe if y'all listened to me a couple of years ago about what happened, I wouldn't be in the safe shape I'm in now.
Yes, the less we talk about what happened, the better. So listen closely. We've had a lot of trouble over time during the delegations with Haladi. They're weak now, and they're very complacent.
Yes.
This isn't good, Carrick. And now that we've had a Reeve killed in Nilm, of all places, if it had been Warcton or Estrakill, hell, even Voltmore, that would be fantastic. Nilm? Carrick, they're ready to go to war. They're just looking for an excuse at this point.
Well, it sounds like they've got it.
Yes, they've got it. Let's pray that Haladi can maybe try to simmer them down before they roll into Duskmire with all sorts of contraptions. Listen, I need you to take some of this weight off of my back. Because God knows I have enough trouble with my partner.
Well, what's this got to do with Yalshire anyway? That's we got like an entire, like, what, 2 cantons between us and whatever.
Really?
And
2 cantons. That's smart.
Yeah, big canton.
Big cantons. So tell me, what happens when Duskmire goes, oh please, we just want to be independent, we want to rule ourselves, or even worse, they say, we want to go back to Warcton. What do you think happens then? Well, Nilm decides, no, you belong to us, we're going to invade you no matter what. So then, Duskmire goes, oh, Warcton brothers, we are of the same blood, please, you would not let this happen to us, would you? Well, then what happens?
go to war with Vaktoon.
And who does Nilm decide to pull into this war with Vaktoon? Because Vaktoon's large enough to steamroll them. Vaktoon is full of people. Biggest army in the Confederacy.
You're gonna say it's gonna be us.
It's gonna be us. Nilm is gonna call on Yalshire to defend it from the south. The southern border is... I won't say it's open, but if a portion of that army can be sent somewhere else other than into Nilm, then Duskmire can be taken. And to be honest, with as much pull as Nilm has, I don't want to be caught on the wrong side. So listen, I'm promoting you to a delegate assistant.
Me?
Yes, you. I want you to be at least the eyes and ears of the sheriff. And you know that each canton is ruled by a reeve that is elected by the delegates, and the delegates sort of handle international waters. But the reeve assigns a sheriff who basically is in charge of making sure that everything is hunky-dory, there's no rebellion or laws being broken. You being a delegate assistant kind of puts you on a minor sheriff authority. You'd still have to listen to him, but basically you have responsibilities.
Oh, not those.
Listen, we don't understand what exactly is going on with you. But we know it can be used.
Alright, if it'll get you off my back, I'll see what I can do, alright?
Good. Alright. You take care, alright?
I will.
For God's sake, get yourself a breakfast or something.
Yeah,
go to the
right.
mounted goat, okay?
I will.
Get down there. For God's sake, take a bath. You got blood in you. Good blood.
Alright. He just kind of steps out of the room. As soon as he shuts the door, he takes another swig from his flask.
Beautiful. Hey, as you take that swig, I imagine that our vision is pulled up a little to the skies. Masha, how long do you think you've been in Warcton Hold?
Probably have been here for, I would say, 3 days.
And in that time, what has been your cover story?
Well, right now I am here to visit my cousin's friend. She said that she... This is all coming off the top of my head, you guys. You're gonna have to...
This is fun.
My cousin's friend, who... What are these people known for besides just family and faith? Are they known for like a trait?
They're known for being builders. Like, halflings don't like to travel. They like to build on where they are, and they're very artisanal.
Okay. So I am here for my family to get some ideas about the new building. My family, we are trying to make a very, very sturdy vault, you would say. We have some problems with some neighbors.
Uh-oh.
Because they sent me here to get some...
Maybe, like, you're here to commission, like, an architectural blueprint?
Sure, yes.
Okay. This architect, though, they're on a different payroll, and they have been feeding you very, very sensitive information about what happened in Duskmire.
Yes.
Okay, apparently, there was divine power invoked with the assassin's fire that he used.
Ooh.
Okay.
That much has been made clear. They don't know what god sanctioned this, apparently, but they did.
Okay.
The assassin was not alone. There were several of them, but they all at some point failed, except for this one. This one apparently got to this point by chance. They're still reviewing how many there must have been, but it is...
The assassin was having a sandwich at a sandwich shop, and the reef pulled by.
If you want to look at it that way.
Basically just chance.
If you guys don't know, I am channeling a lot of World War I for this campaign.
Franz Ferdinand's assassination.
I hope you you absorb this, because Abby, I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to get another wall. Conspiracy wall abounds. So,
Woo!
that's what they know. However, they're more concerned at the moment about Yalshire's research and military science productions. They already know that they probably can't blast their way through their walls, but they want to find out what sort of commissions are being made, and they also want to know if you can put a stop to them. And there's like a little dead log behind one of these houses that this architect puts secret notes in order to draw you in. The current one that you pick up this morning, it details in a few words, there is a local mage known as the Barkskin Sage. And he needs to be killed. You will receive payment upon completion in another dead drop location. And they warn he is particularly innovative, being a Nilm mage. They want to know why he's here, what he's doing, and for you to put a stop to it. Salvage research if you can, whatever form that might take. Unless, of course, it puts you at risk of discovery. So, from there, it's time to get breakfast.
Yay, breakfast!
Yay, breakfast. All of you walk into this tavern. Let's move there now. The Mounted Goat. Alright. I'm so proud that I'm doing, like, stupid Roll20 stuff for once. So this
Have we gotten to Ishman's character yet?
Yes. Ishman, you're in this tavern already. No, Ishman is never gonna show up. He's always invisible, and he's always
I decided to switch to Rogue, and I brought back my stats from earlier before we nerfed them. So I don't even exist in this world anymore.
It's so great. I love you.
Your stealth is so good, you erased yourself from existence.
So, Mr. Ishman, guess what?
What?
You have been in this town for a little while. You initially, like, this is a transit visit, right? Like, you're in this town mainly because, like, oh, this is where I gotta stop because I'm not walking another 2 miles today.
So I feel like I've been here for a short while. Also, where are we in the canton right now? Because I was looking at the map.
Yeah, you guys are probably, like, I haven't put it on the map yet because I had to prepare a whole bunch of other things today. But I'm gonna say you're on, like, the river in the center somewhere.
So, like, around Sur-de-Sil?
Yeah, I'd say probably around there. Because this is a hold. This isn't like a full-on town where like hundreds of people live. Like, this is basically just like a way station for people going between places.
So,
but it also happens to be very good militarily.
I feel like I probably have been here for maybe a couple weeks at this point. Mostly just because I'm dreading the rest of this journey, because I know that the upcoming wilderness is, the town's on the way.
Yes.
For the rest of the trip until I get to the other canton are a bit more podunk, and I live by a certain standard. But I imagine that when I came to this current town, that I made sure to announce myself and yes, I'll be staying in your fine city for a while, and if there's anything I can do, I, Benicio Montmorton, am your humble servant.
Oh my lord.
And so I feel like there hasn't really been a lot going on in this city for me to take care of. But I've just been waiting, because I'm actually kind of enjoying it here. It's kind of quaint, and the sense of family is
these halflings are adorable.
It's very cathartic for Benicio.
First of his name. Given his circumstances, it's nice to be so accepted into a community and feel once again like a son, like a brother. Wow.
So
I feel like you've sold yourself so hard to the owner of this establishment. His name is
it a man? Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man who lives here, and his name is Connor Horbin. And
I'm gonna say that when I introduced myself to Connor, I gave a deep bow, and I made a rose appear. When he touches it, it like just kind of fizzles into sparks, and just this pleasant odor overtakes. Please, why stay here? If there's anything I can do for you, by all means, just ask.
I imagine that he is this plump little middle-aged halfling, and he sort of has like this little gray scruff in his like light beard, and he's just wonderfully bedazzled by you. Like, he's never seen anyone so beautiful or elegant, I should say. And I imagine you've tried to charm him into a discount. How much gold do you have?
Oh no, I've probably paid a bit more. I haven't bought any kind of equipment or anything useful, so I'm probably giving him like more than a fair share. Because I do still conduct myself very much like a noble, and people who see me walking think like, what's he got up his ass? Because I walk with a certain air, and not like I'm a dick, but you can just tell some people are highborn.
Of course.
And so it's
you hear that, Carrick? Some people are highborn.
And so I feel like my interactions with, what was his name again? Connor. I feel like if he's not used to interacting with many nobles, and then even especially if he is used to interacting with many nobles, they usually don't say, I'm at your service.
Exactly.
So I'm just trying to make myself useful while I'm here and just be helpful.
Oh, that's so cute.
While also being dazzling, beautiful, and graceful as well.
Okay, this morning, Connor Okay, everybody, you can arrive whenever you want, but basically Connor brings you a plate of what do you order? Or do you let him choose for you?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, whatever's on the menu, I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Please. Chef's choice.
Oh, well, of course. Of course, I'll get you something to fill that beautiful belly of yours. Just give me a moment. And he goes back and he brings you 2 muffins. One of them is a banana nut muffin, and the other is sort of this rich, creamy cranberry vanilla. And he also brings some country ham. He doesn't know how you like your eggs, so he just boiled one and like plopped it in this little like beautiful like cup, like this tiny little like candlestick stand. And he sees the three of you. I don't know if you would enter all at the same time, but you would enter eventually. And
take a seat at the bar.
And he says, take a seat wherever you like. That's so great to see you this morning. I gotta get this voice. Throck, you're making me want to do this weird axe.
It's so great to see
yours this morning.
Oh, I would love for him to be like this really like gravelly character who my character's just flirting with, and he's all about it.
I'm sorry. I want him to be this. I'm being the Bakshi Lord of the Rings Samwise. That's awful. I hate it. Hey, Carrick, he goes behind the bar. He wasn't expecting, to get behind here, so he sort of like rolls up his sleeves. What can I get you this morning, good sir?
I'm just here for some breakfast, so I'll take sausage.
Sausage? You want linked or patty?
A link. Links. And some ale.
Ale? What sort of brand? You want the Southern Hill Gorger?
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
The cheap shit.
The cheap? Well, all right, if you insist. And he gets you a brown ale. It's a bit frothy, but he does take a while to cook the rest of it, and eventually comes back with a big plate of sausage links. He did give you an apple as well, and he says, well, don't you worry too much about paying just yet, in case you got a little bit more room in there for the day ahead. If you like, it'll be probably just about a silver and 3 copper.
Carrick just nods silently, takes the apple, sticks it in his pack.
That's a good snack for later, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, what were you doing?
I don't like to talk while I eat. I'm just gonna, without even finishing his sentence, he just grabs a sausage and starts chewing it.
I imagine that as he's saying that, I'm in the corner just, oh, this is phenomenal. This is the best meal I've had in weeks. My goodness. Kudos. Compliments to the chef. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, Lord Montemort, you know just how to make each morning special. I'm so happy for you.
Carrick just looks over his shoulder at this very tall Eladrin.
Oh my god. This
I
is
look
the
over and I
worst.
see you, and like I down some morning wine really fast. Hello, how are you?
Alive.
I can see that.
Each day is a blessing.
Are you allowed to say that in the area where they don't allow guns? Oh god, Connor's the assassin, y'all.
Oh my god.
Carrick just sighs, and just picks up it just takes a swig of his ale.
Delicious.
Breakfast.
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 Connor's a little bit flabbergasted, but he doesn't let this slow him down. He starts cleaning other tables that other guests have sat at, and is cheerily going about his business. Frock and Abby, do you want to enter?
I was about to say, Masha will probably come through very quietly with a very kind of timid. Hello?
Oh, good morning to you, MBS. How are you?
I am doing very well. How are you doing?
Oh, most excellent. We're awful pleased to see a traveler like yourself stop in this morning. Why don't you have a seat wherever you like, and we'll get you some delicious breakfast.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But she kind of like takes a seat in the corner, in the far back corner, where she can kind of keep an eye on the whole room.
All right.
Yeah, I think Peony walks in then.
All right. He says, "Oh, goodly day to you. I hope you're doing swell, Mister." And he sort of is a bit more formal with you because you're a dwarf. Seems to have some preference to that.
It's Mr. Bogman.
Bogman. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Harbin Connor, if you please.
Nice to meet you.
Oh yes. What can we do for you? We want to have a seat in the
Yes.
right by the fireplace, maybe.
That would be great. Just somewhere I can write.
Oh, certainly. I'll get you a little writing desk, and we'll get you all sorted out. All right.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you.
You want me to put something in the stove for you?
You got meat and potatoes of some kind.
Of course, we got meat and potatoes. You come into a halfling town.
That's
Where
what
do
I-
meat potatoes? It's right into the oven, waiting for you.
Y'all know how to cook. Thank you.
Oh.
Just a good plate of that, whatever you like.
Oh, that's a mighty kind of you, Miss. What would you be having?
Do you have any hot tea or hot coffee?
Start your day right with something dark. Get that real roasty coffee.
Okay, I will have some of the coffee and some fruit. If you have some fruit, this would be.
We have a fruit palette that is palpable to all sorts from all cantons. We got a good set. We'll get you one right away.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right. I'll be right back, everybody. You just hold tight. It's a lot of breakfast.
As soon as I think he's out of earshot, Garrett just sighs very loudly. God, I hate when they talk. What's with waitstaff and just wanting to talk to you while you eat?
What's with other people trying to talk to you while you're working who don't work at the place where you're at? What's with that?
What?
You're proving your own point, boyo.
I
You're
wasn't
talking
talking
about
to you, I'm
talking
talking to myself.
Loudly.
We just show stuff in his mouth like that. Well,
Please give me a moment to eat something too. Roleplay.
Or I need to know the background of like what is this bartender that's this town? What is his class?
It's a halfling?
I knew it.
is he the only worker, by the way? Is he the only one serving us?
This morning he is. You do know, Benicio, that there is a young lass who is his wait staff in the evenings.
Do I see her?
She's not a morning person, apparently. You get the sense that she takes advantage of his jolly nature and gets a lot of time off. Yeah.
Pay time off. PTO.
Carrot's in this town. Would he also know about her?
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe if you were here a night or two. Yeah. Maybe you were waiting for your aunt to arrive. I think. Yeah. So you've been here a while, and you know her too. Her name is Lisolette Schutz. Let me post it. There we go. I posted it in chat. Lisolette. You say she's probably about 19 years old. She probably grew up here and isn't particularly interested in staying, but she's not ready to leave yet.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose a devious?
He's frozen, oh no!
He did give us that uh-oh, though. That was good.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, my gosh. I'm gonna milk this moment for all it's worth.
I was about to say, would it be cool if I went to make some coffee real quick while we're waiting for Devious?
Sure.
Since we're taking a short intermission, can we, for Ishman's sake, make our Zoom names? Never mind, she took her earbuds out. Can we make our Zoom names our character names because
Yeah.
I'm a forgetful boy.
There he goes.
Yeah, he died.
All right, everybody.
Is there anyone in chat who is interested in playing 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons?
Here's what we're gonna do. Delicious. Let's. Oh my god, it's so good. I love it.
Okay, you're talking about your food.
I love food.
I love you so much. You have the best timing ever.
Alright, listen. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna go to this screen that says Queers and Quagos, because we're gonna make that a thing. And also, I need to eat food, and we gotta wait for Dev to get back from his internet burp. I love all of you. Oh my god, he's back! Never mind, we're not taking a break. Everybody get back to your positions.
He's still frozen.
Oh no.
Still very frozen. Maybe we should take that break.
Maybe we should take that break. Let's do that, guys. I'll be hanging out in chat. If you need anything, we love you. This game is awesome.
I'm back.
Do 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 do. Let's get the characters back and where they belong, because we're awesome and everybody's strong.
Ooh, that was good.
Hello, my name is Benicio, and I'm here to be your mage. Oh, nope.
Hey, get out of there!
Actually, that was my first. The first voice I was. Hello, my name is Benicio Montmore. Then first of his name.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I love that so much. Okay.
I would be playing the role of a. Oh no, I'm back to death.
I think it means. What do you think it means?
I don't think that would think. No, we're not going down this rabbit hole. Don't do this to me.
It's such a good rabbit hole to go down.
Don't.
Have a better Sicilian.
Excellent
Guesses
hole.
on the line.
Yeah, I approve of that hole.
I do not want you to do this. Don't make me do it. Don't.
That's so good.
No.
That's so good.
Do it.
No.
Oh.
No.
Guys.
I can only use my goof songs only a little bit. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Do you guys have tokens yet?
No. What now?
Do you guys have tokens?
I haven't made one yet. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, you want us to make them? Because I can make them.
Yeah. If you want,
I haven't found a picture for myself
if you want, we can sort of get tokens going. Let me actually see if. No.
If you just want to use like a literal stock image photo of David Bowie for now,
maybe.
but like younger David Bowie.
I'll take any David Bowie.
Why we are not all being David Bowie?
Why not?
Because I'm not gonna let that happen. David Bowie. Is there a David Bowie on?
Oh, you know what? Find a good one from the Labyrinth where he is a fae. He's the goblin.
No, I'm not.
He's so.
I'm not doing this. I'm going to find Pit.
Leather pants.
Okay, hold on.
Leather pants.
Hold on. Let me. Okay.
Oh, see, that's not a token.
That's Masha, right?
Rabbit holes.
Yeah.
David Bowie rabbit holes. David Bowie rabbit holes.
Okay, I have red, yellow, blue, green, gray. Which color do you guys want to be your character?
Blue.
Oh god. Hang on, I'm sharing you my token.
Okay.
Because I played it. And it looks like me. Doink. It's in Discord.
Okay. I'll see if I can drag it in.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Yay.
I was about to say,
I'm looking for a picture of a halfling that looks kind of dirty.
A scraggly boy?
Don't.
Yeah, I found one, but he looked too epic.
It doesn't mean what you think it means.
I know. It made me kind of disappointed.
Alright.
I'm okay with whatever. Red or gray, probably.
I'll take purple.
Yeah.
I might just be greedy by saying I'm gonna be. Oh no. Okay, look, they're in.
Oh, hey. I like it.
There.
I'm so small.
Only as small as your heart.
Let's see. Oh, I think I know what's going on.
I love Grinny's comment. Goblin King super groin.
His groin was.
The
rocky.
less we think about that, the better.
You're really trying to keep us on track, and my mind is just not. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm trying to get the Roll20 stuff figured out because
It's all good.
I need to give everyone a clear picture of what's happening. Okay, is that good? That's kind of good. That's kind of good.
Yeah.
That's great.
You like it?
I posted a picture.
Oh, I love it. Which one are you? Left or right?
The one with the fat nose.
Oh, I'm proud of you. Good job. Okay. So, Ish, I'm gonna give you... Let's see.
Don't work too hard, because I'll probably find a picture in the next week or so.
Yeah,
like...
I'll give you this blue thing. That's gonna be you, okay? How do I make it so that you can... Can you touch it? Can you, like, grab it? Also, I have to answer your question about the history check concerning the assassination. Just like during breakfast, Lord Benicio just like deduces who killed the Reeve. Like that would be great.
Oh,
Given
it's solved! Yay! War averted.
Yeah. Okay, so Ishman, Benicio would know that this entire debacle, which is what it is, with the Reeves assassination, you imagine that. What is your big question? Like, tell me what your big question is.
Was this a foolish, poorly planned attack that succeeded? Or was this a masterpiece of deception meant to cause unrest and open the path towards open war?
I imagine that with what rumors you have and basically your own interpretation, I imagine that you believe this was very foolish. It was probably done by some nationalist fanatics or individuals that were working either alone or they had support from someone with more focused intentions, but didn't care about how this assassination was carried out just so that the Reeve was dead. If there are like darker parties, pulling strings, then they don't care how the Reeve was killed, which in effect might actually be intelligent, because the sloppier this is, the more attention is brought on the assassins.
So, I'm totally fine if I don't know this, because I would say I probably know more than like common folk about the hierarchy of the different cantons being a highborn. They kind of teach you like who's in charge of what and this and that. But based on like what I remember from my brief 120 years on this world, which do I know of any factions or militaristic idealists that I'm not asking you to give me like this is the killer, but like anybody who comes to mind when it's like this is the kind of thing that like that guy would do, or like this has this group written all over it.
Considering your motivations and what you kind of want to be true, it's probably a dragon. Dragons, now that they're in the Confederacy, are probably trying to pull strings, but you can't prove it.
Especially
now, the big question, I deduce all this. Do I think that that's pretty common knowledge? Like most people would be like, oh yeah, it's totally the same, like everybody's on the same page. Because if I think everybody should be at this level of thinking, I probably don't make a big deal out of my thoughts. Like,
I imagine, yeah, this is probably just like morning gossip if you want to actually talk to it with the rest of the characters present.
If it comes up, this is just my musings.
Yeah, because if you guys don't have anything else to chat about, I might move on to something else really quick. Well, not really quick.
At a good pace for the progression of the narrative, you mean?
Yes. Hunter, I'm gonna give you this red token in the meantime.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here.
At the bar.
Oh, did you know how to assign tokens to players?
Oh, actually, wait. I can get yours popped in. Okay, hold on.
Also, I have access to
Funny.
this.
I cannot smooth my own.
Hold on. I'm uploading the one that was just made. Do.
Yeah, that's me.
You know, I know it's you. I can't control mine though.
Oh, well, too bad.
Gave me control on yours so I can do fun stuff.
Like this. Name controlled by Ishman. There. You should be able to control it now.
Yeah.
And Hunter, you should be able to control yours now.
Yay.
Does everybody have control of their tokens?
I can still control hers.
I will give you control over yours, Throck, because I love you.
I love you more.
How dare you?
How dare I?
I'm gonna cook you breakfast.
Oh, yay.
Yay. Okay.
As long as it's not sausage.
Yeah, Connor comes back and he's like, oh! Well, here you go, everybody. It's a delight to see all of you here, and I hope everyone's getting along. And he sort of got them like balanced on the different platters on his like little plump halfling body, and he sort of like hands them all out to you guys on tables and brings it over to Carrick last. Oh wait, no, yeah. You already have food. You're good. So yeah, he brings everybody food, and he goes, "Lord up, and he shoot you. Do you need anything else, big chance?"
No. I think that would do it. Actually, I saw that beautiful apple you gave that man over there. Could I have one of those for myself for later?
Oh, well, of course, I'll put one aside for you. Just remember, everybody, it's good to see all of you. You're new to town, right? Sort of looking towards Bjorny.
Bjorny.
God, I'm sorry.
It's Bjorny. And
you guys
yes,
introduce yourself so formally.
All right.
I've only been for a day, I think. Yeah.
That's nice to hear. How you liking Warcton Hold?
Oh, it's a bit small and a bit above ground, but other than that, it's quite nice.
Aw. How about you, little lady?
Oh.
Or big lady? Oh!
It is a very, very nice town. I am very, very impressed by your artisanship and the buildings and architecture I see here. It is very impressive.
Oh, yes. We halflings of Yalshire are quite pertinent about those things. We gotta make up for our little stubby knees. He's in high spirits, it seems. It's at this point he comes around the bar to you, Carrick, and he's like, "Do you need some more ale for you, sir?"
Yeah, ale. And, where's the bathhouse around here?
Bathhouse? Right around back.
Alright, thank you.
And, yeah. At this point, some people start filing in. And I'm gonna go ahead and say a few of them take seats here and there. I'm gonna say these gray ones are people that you know from around town, and others are sort of, you know, they're travelers. You do see everyone give me perception checks.
Ooh.
First roll of the campaign. Where's my shit?
Perception.
I'm bad at dice.
Wow.
There it is.
Oh shit!
I roll
Wow.
it.
You're all bad at
Actually,
God.
Actually,
I
I lied, Hunter. The bathhouse is upstairs.
Oh. Either way, how do I roll my perception on this character sheet?
Let's see.
You click the final skill number in the left-hand column.
Final what?
The skill number in the left-hand column.
Oh yeah, you hit the bonus dice. Or you hit the bonus button in perception. So you see perception, you just click the box to the left.
So you're under stats. It's going to be under defenses. Under
Skills.
initiative,
Okay, yeah.
skills.
Yeah.
Just click it.
Yeah.
Oh, Hunter's got it.
Dang. The highest out of all of you. Why did you... Dang. Masha and Jorny? Yorny? Bjorny?
Bjorny.
God bless him.
Bjorny.
I
Bjorny.
love him so much.
Bjorny.
Okay.
Bjorny.
I just love that the two natural ones still did better than I did.
Bjorny. Bjorny.
Bjorny.
All right. So...
Oh god.
You guys are sort of like, you know...
A giant just comes in and crushes us.
No. But yes, because they're actually all human. Curiously enough. And I'm going to go ahead and say that who's been here the longest? Carrick? Have you been here the longest, or Masha?
Me. It's either...
Here 3 days.
You for 3 days? Okay.
I'd say I'm about the same. Just just kind of showed up, waiting, drank a lot while I was waiting.
Jeez.
I was here for a couple weeks.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say that, Carrick, you notice that when the ones in yellow show up, he starts getting a little nervous.
Who?
Carrick. No, Connor.
Oh, the barkeep.
He starts sweating a little bit.
Who's the red guy?
He just enters, and he is this tall, gruff-looking, bald man with, wearing what looks like leather armor and, furs. And he sort of marches into the establishment and starts looking around. And you notice that he just takes a very wide scan of the room. And he starts sort of marching down the room. And when he gets right here behind you, he pauses for a moment, and he just sort of like looks at you from over your shoulder. He doesn't like lean close, but he does pause momentarily. And then he moves.
I pick up a sausage, I shove it in my mouth,
Okay.
and then turn around on my bar stool, chewing with my mouth open, like, "Can I help you?"
He stares at you for a moment longer, and then he shakes his head.
I take a big drag of my my ale.
All right, he moves on. Wait.
He doesn't respond to that at all.
Yeah, he doesn't respond. He just shakes his head. And Bjorny, you can go ahead and make an insight check as he makes his way further in. He seems to stop at like each table just to look at everybody, just to sort of scan their faces. Oh my god!
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
2 things.
Yeah.
The barkeep is nervous.
Oh, he's. It's at this point that you're just so engrossed in the breakfast that he prepared for you that you didn't notice this until now.
Yeah. I look out, I see this guy
Make him green.
in like leather armor with furs. What's his deal, man? Like,
You imagine.
seems loaded for bear to me. Like, is he here to fight someone? Because it feels like he's here to fight someone.
Yeah, about that. He is here. You imagine he is a rough and tumble sort of guy. He's obviously looking for someone. And you notice he has his hand on his hip, sort of cradling the hilt of a short sword that he's sort of ready to pull. But what's even more concerning is that he has a great axe, sort of attached by a sling that goes around his back. It's mostly covered by the furs that he's wearing, but you see that it is sort of like jostling with each thumping stomp that he makes.
I would like to suddenly pull my shard pistol and just keep it underneath the table where it can't be seen.
All right. He goes up here, and he stops again at this individual here, sort of studies them for a moment, and it's at this point that Connor is running around, just trying to make sure everybody has, like, coffee in the morning. Yeah.
Connor!
What?
Connor!
Oh, yes, sir. Yes. What can I do for you?
What is going on right now?
The boarding traffic. You know how that goes, the boarding traffic.
You're obviously about to pee yourself.
Well, that's just because I don't have my assistant. Lizolette had to take today off, unfortunately.
I know you're lying.
No, I'm not.
Okay, if you don't want to tell me, that's fine, but there's some...
He looks at you, and he notices your shard pistol, and he says,
I'm hiding it under the table.
Oh yeah, you're hiding under the table. Well,
Yeah.
he says
I mean, if
this.
he notices, it's cool, but
Okay, make a persuasion check in order to sort of convince him to be a little bit more honest about what's going on.
How subtle is this whole exchange right now?
Say
'Cause I
what?
assume that-
Oh, you're right next to it. You're literally next door to it.
persuasion, diplomacy.
Oh yeah, diplomacy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a new old system. I have a -1 charisma, so okay.
Okay. He.
I see things, but people never believe me. This is going to happen repeatedly.
Oh no. Like you do get some. How's this? I'll give you this. He looks at you. Looks at the large bald man sort of striding across the room, and he says, "Well, listen. Maybe I can get that to go for you. Are you sure?"
I'd be happy to help stop it.
No. You stay in your seat. You let what happens happen. Don't kill no one.
What's about to happen?
Do you hear me? Don't you go killing no one.
What's about to happen?
And that is when the man makes headway towards this room here, and then he stops, and he sort of turns, his eyes grazing towards the fireplace where you are seated, Benicio.
Mm-mm.
And he starts walking 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. Nope. Yeah. Masha, you probably have that internal panic, like, oh shit. And then he stops in front of Benicio. Oh no, you're muted.
He's approaching head on.
Yeah, his eyes lock on yours.
When I see him approaching, I casually fold my hands, but I slowly start to pull my wand from my sleeve, so I have a very subtle grasp on it. And I'll just wait.
The man looks down at you, and he says, "How old are you, Eladrin?"
Old enough for this wine, I assure you. It's an unpleasant question to ask before you ask me name.
No need. Get up. We have to take a walk.
I haven't finished my breakfast, though.
He takes the plate, throws it into the fireplace.
When he grabs the plate, I pull my wand out and I cast Magic Missile at him.
Alright, you get a surprise round. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Make sure you click on your character token, in order to start. So, Bald Man! I'll add him. I'll add minions. Oh, this is great. This is exactly how I wanted it to go. And then I'll add Connor.
How do I do initiative?
Click on your token, and then go to your character sheet, and you'll find initiative. Where is that? It is below your defenses.
I see it. Oh, wow, that's terrible.
Alright, so I just need to roll 1, 2, 3. Alright. Oh my god. Oh, Connor, come on! Come on!
He's very scared right now. Come some slack.
Oh, whatever. I love him.
Kind of sounds
Great.
like a Canadian suburban mother.
Oh no, for me, I'm totally picturing like Mrs. Turnblad from Hairspray. Oh, Tracy!
Oh, Tracy, I wish I knew more of that that movie so I could quote it a lot
Oh
better.
my god, it's so good.
+3, +3. Okay.
Mom, I'm
So,
a big girl now.
let's see. I need to... This is my first combat, please! Be gentle! Okay.
Now, ladies, yeah, we go. Adjust.
Oh my God, Ishman, you might be able to go first.
I mean, don't we get a surprise round?
Yeah,
then?
you get a surprise round. So go ahead and roll your magic missile. I gotta make sure that I get everything ready. Okay.
Oh, not very good.
What was that?
I rolled a 6 versus his reflex.
His reflex is...
Do I get like advantage or something since?
No, you don't. His reflex is 14.
Okay.
So, has it been a while since you cast this magic missile?
It has been at least a few weeks since I've been in town, and I haven't had need to.
Okay.
So, a few weeks.
All right. In that case,
I don't just do target practice.
In that case, your spell sort of fizzles, and it sort of like bursts out in separate streams, just sort of like blasting against his furs that sort of pad the blow of this magic. And unfortunately, your surprise round only sets him off as he sort of unleashes a latch around his great axe, lets it fall to the ground with a heavy thunk, and then grabs it as he takes a ready stance. And that means we are now in initiative. It is your turn again, Ishman.
Yeah, it is.
What do you do?
I'm gonna try that again real quick. Oh no, still really bad.
It does not hit. Again, it goes wide.
I will stand up at this point, though.
Do you want to move?
I'm not gonna move. What did you say he pulled out?
He pulled out a great axe.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Is there... Let's see. Let me get a feel for this room. Is this like a window right here?
That's a window.
I'm gonna just kind of back myself up to it.
Alright. Okay.
And then...
Oh wait, you might have had to pass him. It would be 1, 2. Let me see how far that was.
Which one is he?
He's this one. He's the red.
Ow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would be an attack of opportunity either way, right?
Yeah.
Is that a thing for you?
Yeah. He would take his reaction to give an attack of opportunity. So, are you okay with that?
You know what? Yeah, fuck it.
11. What is your AC?
I'll tell you in a second. 10. Is it just big 10? You don't get like dexterity bonus or anything?
You should.
Well, my dexterity is a +4, so...
It should, yeah, you should be able to...
If you're not wearing armor, you get your dex bonus.
Okay, yeah, and you're a wizard, so I don't think you get armor. So
Yeah.
your AC is 14 in that case, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put a 4 into the column that says ability.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's supposed to be. So, you sort of... Ah, jeez. And you sort of, like, scramble around him as he whips out the great axe in this wide swing and growls a curse as it swipes above your head.
Okay, I want to do something. I don't know how battle mechanics work in 4th edition.
Okay.
I want you to tell me if I can do it.
What do you want to do?
I assume he's like targeting me, so I assume he's going to charge at me.
It's possible.
And I'm not saying I'll totally avoid the attack round,
Okay.
but when he charges at me when I'm at the window, I want to kind of matador misty step. So we basically switch spots. So it'd be like window, him, and then me to set me up for the next round of combat.
Okay. Let's see. You used your movement already, and you used your action. You do have a minor action, but what is a Misty Step? Does it take
It's a move It's part of a move action.
Move action. Ooh, you already used your move, so I don't know if you can. You could certainly do it for the next time you do it, maybe. I like it. I like it though. So, how about this?
If I can't do it, like, I'm not trying to break the system.
I'm gonna play the rule of cool and just say that you get you can prepare this. Yeah.
I don't plan to use my movement next round if that helps.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, okay, let's try that.
Yeah, so I think
Maybe
he already went, right? Like
already
Big Bad
went.
already went, right? So, all you have to do is at the beginning of your next turn say, I'm going to hold my
No,
move.
he didn't go
Yeah.
yet. That was an attack of opportunity.
Oh, then never mind now. Now I'm a shot.
No, he's still coming at me.
Not yet. He just took a swipe at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On his turn, he's coming at me.
Probably, but because you don't have an action and you already used your move action, I don't think you can use the Misty Step. You'd probably have to wait on your turn to hold your move action in that case.
Well, so the way the combat works, it's like 6 seconds is all kind of happening interchangeably.
I kind of don't follow the 6-second rule. I kind of like to follow it in a cinematic, what makes sense for what you're doing during that turn.
Well, what I'm saying is, next round, could I still do the same thing?
Yeah,
Like,
you
a
can
move
Misty
action,
Step.
and
on
it would
you.
essentially, like, we would switch, like, it would still be his momentum, carries him against the window. I have a plan for this window.
Maybe, but again, it's gonna have to be his... Oh, is it his turn? No, it's minions. Okay, so here's what happens. These two doors, this one and this one, open. And you guys see two men come out. And it's at this point that they use their movement to get there. And it's at this point that you see these other men here also start to surround you. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Who on earth is this? I don't know who this is. I don't like it being right up on me.
No, but he doesn't seem to have his eyes on you. This guy goes to the door and stands there to sort of block it. The rest of these people sort of huddle down and they start panicking. They're like, "Oh, what's happening? Connor!" And that's it. Bald man. He's gonna make a charge action towards you, Ishman. How about what's your reflex?
I don't know what bonuses I'm supposed to get to reflex.
Well, I'm gonna roll an attack anyways.
If I don't get any bonuses from anything, it's a base 10. I don't know if I get, like, dex or anything like that.
Your reflex is the better of your dex or intelligence, and then half your level, plus 10.
Okay, well, my dex and intelligence are both 18.
So it's gonna be, you want to have a 14, either way,
And then half my level?
which is 0.
Okay, so yeah, 14.
14. He has combat advantage. No, he doesn't. He did a charge, which gives him a +1, which I forgot to add. I don't think he's gonna be able to hit you again. So if you want, you could sort of like is Misty Step an encounter or at will?
It's encounter.
Ooh, you might want to hold on to that then.
Then I will hold on to it and I will just nimbly duck under his blade.
Yeah, let's do that. And you see more of these guys start pouring in. The yellows, as far as you can tell, are the aggressors. And he sort of looks to all of them and says, "Secure the doorways. We want
What's he
this
say?
one. Secure the doorways. We want this one alive. Barkskin is gonna want him." And that is going to have us go to the next turn. Masha, your turn.
I heard Barkskin. Masha's attention has officially been triggered. However, she is going to hold her action.
Okay.
She's going to see how this transpires. And she's going to stick close to this guy, kind of having a dagger in one hand and kind of having her hand as she's sitting kind of on her rapier at the ready.
So, what do you want to hold your action for?
At this point, I'm not sure. Do you have to have I didn't know if it was like a...
Yeah, you have to have a trigger for your action and what you're going to do when something happens.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
Because right now, you could say, I'm going to stab this guy quietly so no one notices when he tries to move forward. You could say that. Or you could just stab him. Or you could do something else.
Can I first do I guess it would be a perception check to see if anybody is paying any attention to...
You know what? Yeah, go ahead and make I'll say that's your minor action. That's good.
Okay.
Everybody has their eyes up here. The only guy who might notice is the one at the door this way. But even then, he's really invested in what's going on up here. And from what everybody thinks, you're probably just some lady with coffee. They probably don't concern too much. The focus is on the Eladrin because he is the target.
All right.
This even the guy in front of you isn't really like paying attention to you. He's in transit.
Yeah.
So yeah, they might not notice you if you do something.
I don't know if I should use, because I almost want him for information because he works for this person.
Yeah. You could you can make a strike that puts a person unconscious instead of killing them. That's an option all the time.
Yeah. I have a wrist razor that I really want to use, to be totally honest.
Whatever you want.
Actually, can I do does he have an active weapon out, or is it still kind of like...
You do notice he does have what looks like a club. Like this club with like an iron sort of a mace construction at the top of it.
Instead, can I use either a dagger or my wrist razor to cut off either if he has a sack or some kind of like anything that I can use for either information or if he has any other weapons on him as quietly as I can, because I know this guy is working for the person I'm
going to go ahead and say your perception check will let you know that he does have an extra dagger on his hip as well as a coin purse, but other than that, it seems he just came with those items. He doesn't have a sack on his back.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't want to, I don't want to draw attention to myself right now, so I'm going to hold my action unless he starts either noticing me or if he starts, like, walking away with his posse, then I'm going to use my action to get my Garrett ready. So if I need to, I can just kind of pull him back.
Oh, okay. All right, so you'll hold your action until then. Carrick, it is your turn.
Right. Seeing that this gentleman over here is... How do I do the click thing?
Click and hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing as that guy over there is holding the door down, probably preventing people from leaving, like, And going off what the bald guy said about so-and-so wants this one alive, Carrick is assuming that they're planning to kill everyone else in the tavern. I don't know if that's true or not, but Carrick is going to turn to the door, one facing the door. He's gonna, he just from his seat, he's gonna just pivot on the bar stool.
Oh, jeez.
Look at this guy over here. And where is my powers?
Powers.
I'm looking around. This is gonna be good. Powers, at the top of your sheet, you see 4 black bars. Oh wait, you're already there. Oops.
Yep, I see it. I'm gonna force punch him.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead. Let me see your check.
Actually, you know what? No.
No?
I'm going to mind thrust him.
Oh my god!
Psionics!
Natural 20.
Oh my god, yes!
Natural 20. Oh my god. Does it automatically give you your crit damage? I don't know if it does. I don't think it does.
It doesn't look like it because it was a he rolled a natural 8.
Yeah. So here's what I want my crits to be. If you crit, you do a wait, no, in 4th edition, if you crit, you do the maximum damage possible. So yeah, you kill this guy.
He wasn't trying to kill him. Alright, you know what? I'll take it.
Alright, so describe, unless you don't want to kill him, which I will allow.
I will say
because this is a crit.
That Karen is not really focusing, and although he doesn't want to kill this guy, he just kind of lets loose with just everything he has by accident.
Alright. I guess, do you want him to go out and does he have like a seizure and blood just starts to...
What happens with Mind Thrust is it pushes my target one square.
1 square, okay.
So what would happen is that he gets
pushed through the doors.
Yeah, I just look at him and like pull out my orb and just go.
That's so
and
cool.
he flies out the door,
and you guys don't.
Yeah, and I just turn to the rest of all the other patrons. Get out now!
All right, that's awesome. Borny, what are you gonna do? Oh, do you move, by the way? Do you use your move action at all?
Nah.
Nah. Okay.
Nah.
Or I have a question.
Yes!
In counter spells, I can use one of any given encounter spell once per encounter, or I can use any encounter spell I know once per encounter. Like if I have 2 encounter spells. I have Face Step, and I have another spell.
Yeah.
Can I use them both, or is it I have to choose one encounter spell per encounter?
You can use each one once.
Okay, it's daily
if those
spell.
Are the one, if those are the one that you chose, then yeah, you can use each of those once per encounter.
It's just daily spells. I have to choose one to prepare for the day.
I think so, yeah.
We'll figure it out. I only have one of those anyway, so it doesn't matter.
All right. Yorni, what would you like to do?
I stand up, grim look on my face. I pull out me hammer. I slam it against my chest twice and say, "Now this." And I stride up behind this bold bastard and I just whack him. And there's a runic glow from both his head and his chest as this happens.
Awesome.
And I don't know, does a 14 hit?
Just barely.
Oh, I'm flanking. Does a 16 hit?
Oh my god, you're right, you are flanking.
Yeah.
Yes, that does hit.
Awesome. All right, so I am using Rune of Destruction.
Okay.
So before the end of your next turn, the next attack against the target... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I am using... I rolled the wrong one, I think. Hang on a sec.
Nani.
Yay, 4th ed. It should be Word of Exchange.
Okay.
Right? Rune of Protection. Target takes a -1 penalty to all... Yeah, it's Rune of Protection. So he will take a -1 to all defenses until the end of my next turn.
Wow.
And the next ally to hit him will get a power bonus to AC of +4.
Okay.
So if what's your name? Benicio, if you hit him, you'll get a +4 to your AC.
Wow.
For a turn.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right. And is that your turn?
Aye, that's me turn.
There we go. Connor panics, and he starts trying to usher the people here out. Oh my god. My cats are going crazy. And then it is Ishman's turn. Benicio, it is your game.
So how does a ranged spell attack, because I assume all my spells are ranged spell attacks, when they're attacks, that can I do that in close combat or no in 4th?
If it's a ranged attack, you have combat disadvantage, which is -2.
But he's also going to AC.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of options because I don't have a weapon. So I'm going to instead.
What about your amicable demeanor?
You know what? You're right. There's that, but instead I'm going to create a force orb and push him into the ground with it, from above him.
Oh, I see. Okay.
13 to hit.
13
versus
okay.
reflex.
Versus reflex. Ooh, actually. Okay, so you're also flanking. I think that might hit. Oh, is it exactly 14?
I rolled 13, but he has
-1, so it is 13 for him. Oh my god, you did hit him. Oh! Okay.
So that's 11 force damage on him.
Okay.
And then I make a secondary attack. But I'm not going to because there's nobody else adjacent to him. I just did it there because it's cool.
Okay.
Unless I can make a secondary attack. I can't make it on him again, right?
You can, I think. What does your secondary attack do?
It's the same thing, but less damage.
Oh, so how much damage are you going to do?
Well, I dealt 11 already.
Okay.
And so if I hit again, because I do have to roll again, it's a D10 plus my intelligence, so it would be up to 14.
Jeez. All right, go ahead.
So it's the same exact roll, so I'm just going to roll the macro again.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. Sad.
Yeah.
So your first one connects, actually sets him in a stagger as he tries to... He was expecting you to miss again. Sort of getting on this high horse after your few blasts that went wide. Grunts, but gets his grip on his axe once more. And then he points towards these two guys right here and say, "Surround him." And they do so. And they're going to make attacks on you. Does this guy, 1, 2, 3... Yeah, he's close enough. You get 3 attacks on you.
Remember, you're +4 AC.
+4 AC.
1, 2, 3. Okay, a 13, a 19, and a 7.
19 hits.
19 hits. Alright. He does 4 damage.
Okay.
And also, each one of these guys is going to get +2 to their AC. Because they have a special ability when they are within 5 space square of each other, they are much more competent.
Question, you said I took 4?
Yeah. Abby, this guy's moving.
Oh. If he's moving before he moves, I'm just going to... Boom. 17.
Oh, shit. Alright, so you get that garrote around his head and start coiling it tight around his throat. Do you want to kill him?
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull him close. And while he's struggling to breathe, I'm making sure that he's not making any sound. I'm going to kind of whisper into his ear, "So, I hear that you work for, what is his name? The wizard,
Barkskin, the Barkskin Sage.
So I hear you work with the Barkskin Sage."
Ah!
No, it's okay. It's okay. Shh. Shh.
There's a bounty on the Eladrin. We just phoning it in.
Where do I find him?
Right here.
Yeah.
Where is this Eladrin you speak of?
Fuck you!
Alright, so that's all you're going to be able to get out of him until, like, their next... Oh, wait, no. It's your turn's coming up. So I'm going to say, He says, "I don't know. The boss knows. We're supposed to get a big cut if we help him, though." Alright. And voila, alligator, you take him down. Then it is Baldman's turn. He rolls to hit you, Ishman. 21.
That hits. I have a question. Could I have said something in the course of my turn or whatever?
Yes. What do you say?
It would be to this rune-looking dude. I would say, just get clear.
Okay.
That's
He says,
all.
get clear. And
That's
he
all.
hits, so his great axe does 9 damage to you, Ishman.
Ow, no.
Yep.
Or
Hey,
yeah.
where's Ishman in the turn order?
I am bloodied.
Shit. Alright. And he does
wasn't
not
it
move.
supposed to be Ishman's turn?
It already was.
Oh, okay.
The minions went after, and then Baldman went, and now it is Masha's turn. Masha, you can feel this guy starting to crumble. He's starting to sag to his knees.
As he becomes unconscious, I uncoil, drop, and then
Alright.
I'm going to start moving towards the guy in red, trying to kind of be stealthy. And I can only move. Are these squares? Are those like actual squares in combat?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I figure. Yeah, we'll deal with it that way because it's a little off kilter with the map. Sadly.
5, 6. Okay. So I'm gonna get up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I'm gonna make it so.
All
I'm
right.
Around here.
Okay. And do you want to use your action for something, or do you want to hold it? Do you have anything you can throw? You can make a ranged attack.
I can make a ranged attack. I can throw a dagger, but I don't really see the point. I'm trying to be stealthy.
Okay, one thing I do want to tell you guys is that the guys in yellow are something in 4th edition called minions. Minions only have 1 HP. So that they can, like, sort of be taken down really quick, but the problem is they're, as you could see with Ishman, they get lots of attacks. So
Okay.
if you want, you can throw a dagger at one of them. Because every turn is very vital in 4th edition.
Okay.
So I want you to make sure that you're getting the most out of your turn as you can.
Okay. And also, this is like a new way of playing for me.
Yeah.
So, yes. Yeah, I'll throw a dagger at him.
Alright. They do have +2 AC because of their special ability.
Hair. 22.
22?
Yeah.
22. That hits. Alright, which one did you want? This guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Alright. Ishman, Lord Benicio takes this great axe hit, and just as one of the bald man's troop is about to join in, this dagger finds itself lodged in his throat, and he sort of like collapses against the wall. It is Carrick! Your turn!
Whoa.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and hop off my seat.
Alright.
1,
This whole time. I love it.
2, 3, 4, 5. I can move diagonally, right?
Yes.
6. Yeah, just 6 spaces. I see all those guys clumped up together right there against the window.
Yep.
Ganging up on this Eladrin. I'm just like, all right, this shit's going on long enough. And I'm gonna pop. Where's my character sheet? Bam.
16. Oh my god. Who is that targeting? Okay, who is that? Who's that targeting?
That is targeting this gentleman here, so that the adjacent effect hits the people on either side of him.
Okay, that's gonna hit. And it also hits them, so they take damage too, right?
Well, it's a secondary,
Yeah.
I guess, roll again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it says you have to. Oh yeah, so you have to make a secondary roll, I guess. Or wait, it says same as primary attack. So he doesn't.
Okay.
I guess. And they take.
It was very unclear. I couldn't re-roll it, or
Traditionally, secondary attacks are rolled
Okay.
okay.
because they're not.
Well, yeah, it's
There's-
just because his says that it's the same as, like, if it
Yeah.
was saying like the damage was the same as the damage of the first one, but this one's saying it's the same attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I have spells and stuff that'll say secondary attack, and it'll relist it. It won't say it's the same as the primary.
Okay.
It's your call, DM. You are the Dungan Master.
I think
Okay.
I am the Gungan Master. I am Boss
Gungan?
Nass.
I could pull up the sheet later.
I actually think for the sake of getting this first session continuing, go ahead and roll 2 dice for the attacks.
All right, roll 2 more times.
Yeah, just roll 2 more times.
All right, this next attack is specifically for the bald-headed man.
Oh, I thought this was on the bald-headed man, the first one.
No, it's the man next to him.
Oh, okay.
So that it bounces off the other minion and the bald-headed.
Oh, that's what you do. Okay, now I get it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Lady in red.
15.
15 versus well, and this is for the other minion.
Let me see.
11 versus well.
Okay, I think that. Ooh. Okay, I am pretty sure the minion survives that one. It doesn't hit. Wait, does he take half damage if you? Oh wait,
Yes,
no.
he does.
Okay, so wait. Miss. If it misses, he takes half damage, right?
Yes, and 3 ongoing psychic damage.
Okay, these two guys just writhe on the floor. Okay.
They're like they just stop suddenly. Their nose starts to bleed and they just collapse.
Okay, yeah. Is this death? I feel like this should be death.
For the
Maybe.
main guy or for the minion?
No, main guy is not dead. The minions.
For the minions, yeah.
Okay. And from there, this guy is gonna take. He's gonna take. Let's see.
He was the second one, so.
He actually beats you by 1, I think.
Ah.
Yeah, so he's gonna take half damage, right?
And then 3 ongoing.
Okay, so he's gonna take 4, and then 3 ongoing every time it's his turn. All right, there we go.
And that's my daily.
Fuck.
Bjorn, Borny.
More.
It is your turn, sir.
All right. So, as a minor action, he slams his chest, and the rune on his chest shifts again, along with 1 on his head. And anybody within 5 squares of me who is an ally can take a healing surge.
5 squares. Okay. Ishman, you take a healing surge. Go ahead and add your healing surge value to your hit points.
Do I subtract a surge, or do I get a free surge?
You do
You
subtract a. Yeah, you subtract 1 surge.
So
you're-
I have 7 left, but I gain 6 hit points.
Indeed.
Also, I told all the patrons to like run away when they had the chance after I bullied that guy out the door.
That's awful nice.
Yeah. And you also have a +1 bonus. We all actually have +1 bonuses to all of our defenses until the end of next turn.
So good.
Cool.
So good.
+1
All right.
to everything. And then as my major action, I'm going to slam my chest again, the runes shift again, and then swing in on him with a Ward of Shielding.
Whoa.
23.
That-
Yes.
That definitely hits. He lost his +2 bonus to his defenses as well, because you got rid of all his buddies.
Yeah.
So that's 12 damage.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to use Rune of Destruction. The first time the target hits or misses an ally adjacent to you with an attack before the end of your next turn, he will take damage +3. He will take 3 damage.
Right now.
No.
Okay. Oh, it's when he misses. Oh, when he
Or
hits
he-
or misses. Ooh.
Yes. Attack someone for damage.
Okay, but you have to be adjacent to your ally. Oh wait.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Oh,
No. Yeah, to you.
I'll move around. Boop,
Yeah.
boop.
So you need to shift.
No.
There you go. All right. That's great.
Only
Connor.
1. What are you gonna? You gonna use a burst thing now?
I was going to.
Oh yeah, he did say get back. He did say get back.
Now we're all like on him.
I think Bjorny feels like it's some froofy elf telling him he's not strong enough to stand in combat, and so now he's proving him wrong.
I want to see what happens. All right, Ishman, it's your turn. Connor leads everybody out of the door except this one guy who just wanted his grapefruit this morning, and it was interrupted.
He saw my guy's sausage. He's like,
Ooh.
He yanks it. He grabs it. He snatches it as he leaves. Ishman, what is Lord Benicio doing?
So I kind of just see the guys drop to my left and right, and I just pick myself up and I just point my wand at him and I say, Connor worked hard on that breakfast. I'm gonna cast Thunderwave. Fuck it. Not very great. 11 versus 4.
Oh no.
Fortification.
He succeeds.
Okay.
Or you're not able to. On a hit, you push the target a number of squares. So what happens when this doesn't hit?
I don't know if it does anything. I'm gonna check though.
Because with some it's half damage, but with some it's just nothing at all.
Okay.
yeah, it seems like something like Thunderwave should at least do something on
I'm gonna say it does at least half damage, in my opinion. Even if it doesn't hit. He doesn't get pushed back, but he is buffeted by your attack, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll just say he takes 4 damage.
I mean, I just looked it up. I don't get a half damage thing. But if you want to take some damage, man, take some damage.
It just makes sense. Like, it's Thunderwave. You go, ha! And it's loud.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm just saying rule as written is stupid.
I mean, let's do it this way. Let's do Rule of Cool, and then he doesn't get pushed back, and you don't do max damage. I think that's it.
Okay.
All right, and he is going to continue to wail on you because he knows that you are his target, and he's mad at you because you've been beating all his buddies up.
Yeah, but he broke my breakfast.
23.
That does it.
Take 3 damage.
One damage.
I do take 3 damage. Okay.
Oh no, I suffered 1 whole damage.
No, you actually suffer 4 damage.
4 whole damage.
Yep. He thought this would go better. All right, Masha, it's your turn.
This is not how this was planned.
Is there any way that I can get up behind Bald Guy without him noticing? At this point,
you can flank. You can flank.
Is that without him noticing?
He's got a lot on his plate right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool beans. I'm gonna do that. I get up behind this guy. I take out my grot, and then I'm going to, or whatever it's called, and I'm going to roll that shit. Does a 20 hit?
That hits.
Okay, so on top of that, I will also use.
Oh my god.
My one encounter.
Power.
Yes, the Assassin's Strike.
Okay.
So that's an extra. I don't even know if I want to do damage. I just want to make sure that he's secure.
Okay.
And he's not able to attack. That he's thoroughly just like incapacitated. Can I do that instead of just rolling plain damage?
No, roll plain damage.
Okay. Do I want to do that then? Fuck it, I'll do it.
Oh my god, yeah, that hits.
So that's 9 plus 8 damage.
17 kill.
17. Oh my lord. Okay. Impressive.
All right.
All right, so
young Lord. Lord was my father.
Oh my goodness. And so then also.
Also, what?
While the grab persists, the target takes a -2 penalty to attack rolls against you and cannot speak, but I can't make any other attacks.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a persistent grab.
Sweet. All right.
Also,
all right.
I think that you were supposed to take another 3 damage from psychic.
I did.
No, you took 3 from Jorny's thing. Because on a hitter, when he hits or misses from his last ability, he was supposed to take equal to his con.
So you also should have taken some psychic damage.
Was it 3?
It was
Yeah,
3.
it was 3 because he.
Okay, yeah. Oh my god, that's great. Oh my gosh. Okay, keep going. He's well beyond bloodied.
Okay.
Yeah. Carrick, it is your turn. What do you do?
All right, I'm gonna end the fight.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
I'm going to send thoughts at this man, and mentally, with the most demonic-sounding voice I can imagine, tell him, "Surrender now, or we kill you."
Okay.
And he may respond in the same way as a free action by sending his own thoughts back at me.
He sends.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
He sends back to you. Get this crazy woman off me, or I am going to die.
Alright, in that case, I just yell out. Actually, no, it's still... No, wait. Is it an encounter, or is it a free action?
I think that's your daily.
No, send
thoughts.
I've already... Send thoughts isn't to daily. I know that much.
Okay.
I've accidentally opened up my Photoshop.
And as we know, that takes like a full 5 minutes to load up.
Yep. And...
It's a free action. Send thoughts is a free action.
However, it is also an encounter power, so I can't do it again.
Okay. At least for the
So
encounter.
instead, Carrick just yells out, "Stop! Stop! He's done! Get the hell off his back!" Points at the woman.
I don't get off his back, but I loosen the knot on his neck a little bit.
All right.
And let's see if he's actually surrendered.
If Bjorny allows it, what do you do on your turn, Bjorny?
I take my shard thrower and I shove it like really hard underneath his chin.
Okay.
And then I look back at the halfling.
Fuck you!
And then I look at the dude.
Okay.
And I say, "You make a move, I pull the trigger."
Okay.
Oh, so you haven't actually... I thought
No. I'm just being incredibly intimidating.
Okay, this is really cool. I love this. Okay, so that happens. This guy escapes. Before Baldman's turn, Lord Benicio.
Oi.
What do you do?
I'm going to attempt to just slowly back out of his reach. Still keeping my wand trained on him.
Alright, he does not take an opportunity attack on you. You see he's very preoccupied.
Excuse me, I missed what happened. My earphones came out.
Benicio is backing up.
Yeah, I'm backing up to safety. Jorny has his arcane gun to his head right here, saying if you make a move, he pulls the trigger. And I'm keeping my wand trained on him. I'm holding my action to cast something crazy at him, probably like a magic missile or maybe like an acid splash. I don't know, I haven't decided. Do I have to decide now? Magic missile.
You're gonna magic missile him?
If he acts hostilely, not just aggressively, because he's an aggressive motherfucker, but hostilely.
Okay, so everybody is basically holding their action to kill this guy.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, he's gonna get messed up.
Alright, here's what happens. You guys
Oh, and I'm also trying to check my surroundings to make sure there's not like more people coming in. I'm sorry.
That's a lot.
I can't just turn around real quick?
Well, yeah, but like, yeah, it's
Okay.
just like, there's so much going on. Here's what I'm gonna do. So, I'm gonna say, what happens next is all of you have him basically at your mercy. His great axe drops to the floor,
Good.
and he is struggling to breathe through your hold on him, Masha. And then you see Connor rushing back into the mounted goat, and there is someone with him. You see, striding alongside him is a tall figure with whom I do not have a really good... let's use this. Let's use blue. You see striding along with Connor is a tall figure with a piercing gaze that scans the room, but never stops in his continuous motion down this path. And Connor is like grabbing at his robes. He carries a staff that's made of this metal. It's a metal rod that he is sort of lightly leaning on, and Connor is sort of like grabbing at his the hem of his robe, being like, "Oh no, it's fine. You don't have to. You could just leave. You could just leave." And the individual merely pulls him along with each stride, and you notice he doesn't approach you guys all the way. He gets about like right here, with Connor right behind him, and he observes the battle and the dead bodies and the man that you have right there. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out these coins, money. And he slowly tips it down and pushes it into Connor's hands. Connor holds them like they are hot iron. And you hear this individual say, "As always, Connor, your services in this establishment are most useful." Rise. And you see a snap of eldritch power in his fingers lance out at the dead bodies in this room. And
I pull the trigger.
Oh, you pull the trigger?
The minute I see eldritch green stuff come out of this guy, I pull the GD trigger.
Okay. Guess what? I was gonna do something with you. I was gonna say he casts Mage Hand and makes you pull the trigger.
Oh, well, I was going to do it anyway.
Yeah. So I want that to happen next.
Oh, yeah, well, I cast Mage Hand and make him cast Mage Hand.
and then Carrick sends thoughts to make him cast Mage Hand.
I just start sending the word "kill" to anyone in the room.
And in a violent whir of machinery, a lance of shard of Arcanite goes straight through this guy's skull, and Masha, blood. It's a terrible display that does not disturb you. It more like surprises you, I think.
Immediately as this happens, Masha, as she saw this guy come in, she started, she kind of like is shaking. And if you look really, really hard, you concentrate enough, you kind of feel it's shaking. But you'd have to really, really concentrate. So seeing this blood, it kind of gives her a good excuse to be kind of like.
The guy's yeah.
Eric just wants to turn around, look at all these dead bodies doing. I assume they're getting up.
Actually, no. Their bodies convulse, and then you see a light appear below them. And a glowing disc lifts them up from the floor, and they begin to slowly leave the tavern.
What about the one guy that she knocked out earlier?
He is not dead, so he does not blast him with a ray.
But is he being taken away?
No, he is not.
Okay.
And
so anyways, Carrot turns around, looks at this guy.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you? I'm assuming I don't know who this is.
You don't know who he is. His hood is pulled up, and this gray-blue robe parts as he pulls it down, and you see it is a elderly man with a white goatee and a wrinkled face, old eyes, human, observing you rather curiously before he says,
I am no concern of yours. But
Narrows my eyes at him.
but
you may know me as the Barkskin Sage. Pray that you do not meet me again.
and he turns to leave. And he leaves. Yeah, and he turns and leaves. But he does stop, turns over his shoulder, and say,
Thank you, Eladrin, for doing such fine, deadly business. It has brought me much profit.
as he gestures to the bodies that are now his possessions, and leaves. I will also say, he will say one more thing, because I want to make this clear.
The bounty has been served. You need not concern yourself.
I just give him like a nod.
And he departs.
I know not to fuck with this guy, but once he's gone, you do hear me say, just fairly audibly under my breath, we're not allowed to pray. That's it.
All right. And yes, he is on the ground, holding this coin. These four large, thick coins in his hands, trembling.
I go over to Connor and I console him as best as I can.
Okay.
I go over to Connor and go like, who the fuck was that? Why do you know him? Why did he kill the guy we were sparing? Oh wait, no, he didn't do that. Never mind.
Did he?
Bjorny did.
You're still pretty clear.
Yeah.
Can I go over to Connor and squat down? Where can I find that man?
Connor looks up to you with fright in his eyes and says, You shouldn't want to look for him. You shouldn't. And he says, or else he'll give you more. He'll find a way to pay you for your work.
Is this payment not a good thing?
No. Not anymore.
What do you know?
He is unwilling to tell you.
Alright, I go get the guards.
Okay. At this point, I imagine that Nadja is like, what's going on here? And she comes in and is like, blah, 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 blah. And she starts trying to get the read of the situation.
Yeah, since I am officially been named sheriff assistant, I go up to her and like start explaining the situation as best as I understood it.
Okay.
Just
Nadja. I mean, Masha.
This group of human. I assume they were all human, right?
Yes, they were all human.
Yes, this group of humans came in, started fucking with the Eladrin over there. Started picking a fight with them. One of them started blocking the door, and the big bald guy said, "We want this one. Want the Eladrin alive." I took that to mean that he were going to kill everyone else in the tavern, so I took it upon myself to blast the guy standing guard at the door and get everyone the fuck out of the tavern.
All right. She's surprised at this delivery of yours, as well as how.
And I give it in a very casual way, just like, yeah, I was pretty sure they were going to try and kill everyone, so I just I blasted the guy through the door and like got everyone out.
All right. At this point, Masha, you made a diplomacy roll. I imagine that was for Connor.
Yes.
He looks at you, and says, "I told them not to kill anyone. I told you not to kill anyone."
I didn't.
And then I finish off my explanation to Naja about the guy who came in and walked off with all the bodies.
Okay, she
and
frowns.
explained that the Connor appears to know this man.
She nods and leans in, Carrick, and says, "Don't mention this man to anyone else."
Okay.
Don't concern yourself with this. I'll bring it to your aunt, and we'll take care of it.
Tell me why I shouldn't concern myself with this?
Because I told you.
Alright. I just shrug and I go back to the bar and like start getting my food.
Sure. All right.
Connor.
Yes, Masha, you can. Yes, you can.
Connor. Did you tell those men I was here?
It's all his ruse, Lord Benicio. It's what he does, what he needs. It's a lot of money. Look at it. The platinums. Look at it.
I'm going to make a black rose appear.
Oh.
And I'm going to hand it to him. And if he accepts it, it's going to just wither and turn to dust in his hand. And the smell of death is just covering his body. And I want that to try to persist as best as I can.
All right. Your prestidigitation, amazing.
Yeah, it's all just prestidigitation.
Yeah. He feels utter grief, and he lets the coins these 4 coins clatter to the floor. And
coins.
You pick up one of the coins?
Yeah.
They are very old, but very, very, very expensive. They are platinum, and they are sort of covered in this blood red sheen.
Ew.
And it's stamped with the old crest of the divine king of Trusk. So this is an old coin. The fact that there are blood red.
And so I'm trying to put something together.
Yeah.
When you described them falling into his hands, you said it was like holding molten iron.
Yes.
And these are a magic user.
Yes.
Gave incredibly old coins.
Yes.
That have a blood red sheen to this guy.
Yes.
I would like to make an Arcana check.
Please do.
On the coins. Right. Where's character sheet?
While he's rolling, Carrick wants to go back up to Naja and just like, so what's going to happen with Connor?
Well, once he's back on his feet, we'll, at least his waitress now has something to clean, since he's not doing all the work. Then,
I mean, like, has he broken any laws?
This was just a bar brawl gone bad, as far as we're concerned.
Right, okay, I think
as far as you should be concerned.
I pay my tab. I just leave whatever the appropriate coinage would be on the counter, and I walk out.
It's like 2 silver.
Aladra and wait.
I want to go over to one of the coins that he dropped.
Okay.
I want to also pick one up.
Okay.
I just put it in my pocket.
Let's have you... Let's see. Yeah, I think this is appropriate. You take 7 fire damage.
What, me?
Yes, you put it in your pocket, and suddenly you feel something burning against your thigh, and then sinking down your leg, and then burning right through your shoe. And when this coin plops out, it has burned through your clothes, leaving this like a hot iron just right through your clothes, scorching your skin. It's bad. It hurts, and you are pretty certain that happened for a reason.
Jorni, you were saying something to Benicio?
Right, so my guy just screams out loud in pain.
Okay. Borny.
Yes, I was trying to tell the Eladrin to wait. We should probably talk.
Not here. It reminds me too much of home. And I'll wait for you, but I'm heading out the door.
Where should I meet you?
I mean, literally the street is fine. I'm just like...
All right, I go outside.
You and I made the same face that, like, reminds me too much of hope. We were both like...
Bloody emotional elves.
Damn it.
Not even elves.
Yeah.
The biggest elf.
The most elves.
The most elfish.
The elfiest elf.
I'll look back at the redheaded chick with the garrote and go, you're welcome to join us if you want.
Alright.
This is very interesting. I might, if you don't mind, I might join you.
Alright, Carrick curses a bit after recovering from the cursed platinum.
Ouch.
What happened?
It's just like, yeah, don't take any of the money. It's fucking enchanted. And I hold up, like, the burned part where it burned through my bag and down through my shoe.
Yeah.
No
so
shit.
Throck.
Yeah.
Borny is pretty certain.
Anyways, I step out of the tavern without paying.
Sure.
Fucking terrible service.
Borny, these coins, from what you could gather, do have what looks like a symbol sort of etched into the face of the Divine King.
Yep.
But you don't recognize it.
Yeah. I'm certainly not keeping them.
No.
Because that seems like a bad plan. So I'm just, like I said, I just drop it the minute I start to realize what they are and just leave them there.
Yeah.
Let somebody else have that around their neck.
Oh, somebody already does.
Yeah.
Masha, what are you trying to do with your Arcana check?
Carrick said that it burned him and it had some kind of enchantment on it.
Yeah.
Basically, since it came from this sage bark whatever skin, I'm just whatever I can gather if it shows me how it relates to this guy.
Okay, so I think you are more in tune to sort of like the tone of the magic that has sort of infused these coins. They appear to be infernal in nature. As in, they probably are not exactly divine, but sort of on the opposite end of that spectrum.
We are not even worshipping the gods anymore. Why do we need to? Why is this? Ugh.
Kind of like this was sort of like the token of an infernal pact between two entities.
Ugh. Nah. I leave the coins there and I kind of go out with everybody being like, oh yes, if you are sure, this looks like a very interesting adventure. I would love to talk with you.
All right.
Look at me, innocent human.
I want my cart to be like parked near the tavern.
Sure thing. That sounds good.
So, while everyone's gathering outside to talk, I just go up to my donkey, pull out the apple I got earlier, and I give it to Hit.
Aww.
We got an ass. We got an ass. Sorry, I'm really excited about your cart and donkey.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the tavern is like one of these buildings over here.
Okay.
All right. What do you do now?
What do you do?
Guys, you wanted to talk to the Eladrin, yes?
Yeah, and and the human if she comes out.
Okay.
Seems like that guy was after you. But more importantly, it seems like that guy's some sort of necromancer. You heard that conversation in there. They're not going to do nothing about it. These people are about to be at war. They can't have that sort of thing in their backyard. What do you think? Hi, I'm Bjorny. I should say that, right? That people use introductions. I'm Bjorny.
When you introduce yourself, I was having that very like emo elvish face on as we left the tavern, but I collect myself and I give a over-the-top bow. The young Lord Benicio Montmartin, first of his name. It's a pleasure and thank you very much for helping me.
Carrick just nearby and just comments, "You're almost last of his name."
Oh.
You're right. I owe you all considerable debt. You didn't have to fight for me. I don't know what you did. I don't care. But thank you.
It was the right thing to do. I think every reaction is great. Mostly I'm concerned that these halflings are playing a blind eye to it.
It's a turbulent time in the Confederacy right now.
This ain't
People
about
are scared and desperate. Sorry?
This ain't about the Confederacy. This is about the people who live in this town. The farms outside of here. This guy's raising the undead. Why? Why does he profit off the death of people who live here?
We didn't actually see him raise the dead.
Didn't we? I thought you said they
Yeah,
did
he said rise, and I'm gonna go ahead and say he also cast a spell that would carry these bodies.
Oh, okay.
You guys did see that they were wiggling a bit. They weren't in like full zombie mode, but they were showing signs. Yeah, this guy definitely was going to use these bodies for some sort of necromantic means.
All right, I'll amend my comment to say this guy has an unnatural fetish for dead bodies. I've seen it before, and I think I know what it is.
So, since the events in Tuskmeyer, do you think that this is his plan for fortification? If there is an attack here, do you think that no?
No, Connor. Apparently, this is, if Connor is to be believed from the look of him, this has happened before. He told us don't kill anyone, so it's not like this is a new thing. And there wasn't a crisis before yesterday.
What would I have gathered in character from? Because I did hear Connor say don't kill anyone, but I also realized he got paid because people died in his bar.
Yeah.
Can I make a roll and you give me some sort of like insight? Because I don't know what's going on.
Do an insight check, yeah.
Insight check.
Yeah. 19.
19? Oh my god, dude. Connor is so fucking fucked up. So, what you gather from this is that Connor works for this man, this sage, by basically keeping a lookout for travelers who look like they can defend themselves. And from there, he sort of engrosses himself with them. He sort of becomes their friend. He sort of finds ways to make them stick around for a little while and feel at home. And then he sends word to... This is sort of how you're thinking about how the plot goes. He somehow gets word to the wizard, this powerful sage, and eventually there's a bounty on this individual's head. Somehow the sage knows when the bounty meeting is supposed to start and when it's supposed to be over, and when he arrives, he takes the bodies, pays Connor for his good deeds, and as you saw, leaves.
So he's taking money for us to kill these people who obviously have bounty on their heads?
Yeah, because if these... No, you got... No, it was just the Eladrin who had a bounty on his head. Bounty hunters came to kill him, and...
It was a trap so that the bounty hunters would die, and he would have more bodies to play with. Connor gets paid by supplying the venue, and
a venue, a target that is worthwhile,
and his like, oh, welcome to my inn. You are so nice. Come sit, and I'll serve you food. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Of course, we have potatoes in the oven for you. Smug.
Oh.
Well, Borny. If only you could have stayed longer.
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
Oh.
The potatoes were real good.
Okay.
Carrick just shakes his head and just like, see, this is why you gotta be suspicious of the people who are real friendly. God damn it.
I would share with the other people here the insight I gathered onto Connor and how
I'm sorry.
we've been had and we've all been used, and while I was...
Well, I point at Benicio. No, you've been used. You were lucky the rest of us are around.
You're an awful person.
Yes.
Okay, as long as you know that.
Oh. So, just to make sure, so we've got, Lord Benicio.
Young Lord, the Lord of the family is my father.
So should I call you Young Lord? Should I call you Benicio? Benny?
No.
By the way, what's Nodge's position again? Sheriff?
You're basically the delegate's assistant, and the purpose of that is to basically be sort of like a free agent for the sheriff's purposes. You're basically able to perform law-abiding takedowns.
But what is Nadja's position? She is the sheriff?
She's not the sheriff. She's sort of like the military officer in charge of defending this fort.
Head guard.
Yeah, basically the head guard.
Captain of the fort.
Captain of the fort. There you go.
Garrison commander.
That's even better.
That's Benny, Bjorny.
No, sorry.
Oh, Garrick? Bjorny? Garrick? My name is Katya. It's very nice to meet you.
I grab your hand and I lean in and I...
You see
Carrick?
her brush and kind of...
Carrick audibly just groans and rolls his eyes.
I take Carrick's hand and...
Ugh.
See?
No. Carrick doesn't do that. Carrick just looks at you funny. Just like... Whatever.
See? He is a true gentleman. Benny, you deserve respect. So, what are we planning to do about this evil wizard? It does not seem good for the people here to...
Well, the military lady doesn't seem to care much. So, if she's not bothered, I don't see why we should.
She's probably scared. It doesn't seem like there is a big military presence here.
What?
Here's what I'm going to do.
I'm here with
I'm going to wait for the inn to close. I am going to follow Connor. Why did I change accents all of a sudden? I am going to change. I don't know what happened there. So now
it got all serious. It got all serious.
So now I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Nice to meet you. No.
Hello!
It's me!
So I'm like, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for the inn to close. I'm going to follow Connor back to his house. It's just going to be what it is now. And then I'm going to question him.
If he did not answer our questions here, what makes you think that he will answer our questions at his home?
I will
He
be
won't
more
have
persuasive.
backup. However, before you question the barkeep, I think the government here does know something. I'm going to try and follow up on that. They were giving me the runaround earlier. I'm going to go to them directly and see if they will give me something when we're not in a public place.
I am very curious on what this person is doing with these dead bodies. It does not seem natural, nor does it seem like the right thing to do. I know this is a town known for its innovation. This is not the kind of innovation I think it should be known for.
That's necromancy. Hey, I got it back. That's necromancy.
Necromancy. I've heard stories of such.
Raise the dead. Use them as your minions.
Oof.
It's no good.
No, it does not sound very good. I love doing this kind of like, I did not know. That sounds so scary.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I did not know. Oh. We're just gonna go into Italian now.
Benicio speaks up and he says, I've never seen that man before, but what he said puzzles me a little. He seemed to know about me specifically, not just as a target, but he somehow felt familiar in how he spoke.
Connor.
Probably because Connor was telling him about you.
Yeah, but he's probably told a lot of him about a lot of people. He made it a point to say that I better pray I don't see him again.
What?
That seems...
It's archaic.
Since you are a magical creature, maybe it is that you sense the magic in him, and he senses the Elbrian magic in you.
I don't know. It messes with me.
Benicio's been staying here a while, right? Yeah. I would have seen him on my own stays at the tavern, right?
I've been here for like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also covered in fucking blood and gashes and not crying.
I mean, you did get healed.
A little bit.
And I go boop, and you spend the healing surge.
Anyways,
so cute.
Carrot kind of points at Benicio like, "Hey, I know you probably seen me the last few nights. What the barkeep has a waitress, doesn't he? Real pretty girl.
She was very cute. What was her name again?
Liselette Schultz.
Oh yes, the lazy girl. Liselette.
Assuming
She's a very fun girl.
We should try questioning her. Well, I volunteer for that.
Well, I've spent a little bit of time with her since coming to town. Perhaps maybe a gentler hand would be advised here.
You've spent some time with her. Oh, I see. But maybe
I was thinking the girl I once. All right, the waitress is a halfling, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure she'd be more interested in someone her own stature.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
If
Yes,
Yorny?
yes, Throck, yes.
I was gonna make a size queen joke, and then I decided not to, and then you asked me about it. I was gonna say maybe some halflings like a little bit of a bigger sausage. You know, she is a waitress.
I am David Bowie after all.
It's too bad he cast prestidigitation throughout the entire thing.
Oh.
Sorry, Itchman.
What did I do?
Continue. I'm eager to hear what you guys have to say and do. Because it sounds like you are going to either A, find and question the waitress later tonight, or Connor, or maybe both. You might have some questions or investigations concerning the local government about this Barkskin Sage. And even more, where did this Barkskin Sage go with these bodies?
Having spent a few of my nights in the last couple of weeks with this waitress, what do I know about like her personality and like, you know, have I gotten a read for her?
Yeah, she's sort of like she is like an interesting woman for a 19-year-old in a very small town. She wants to find someplace else to go, but she isn't exactly sure where. And worse off is that she's totally uninterested in anything happening in this town. She's a little bubbly, but it sort of doesn't make her a good worker at all. It just makes her like sort of talkative. Like she's more eager to grill someone for tips rather than like literally grill something for them.
I mean, you said your name was Carrick.
Yeah.
If you know her better than I do, by all means, you.
Well, I was planning to know her better.
Again, I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Both of you, we shall all talk to her together, and then we shall see who is the most amiable, who she talks to the most. If it be one of you, good. If it be a certain feminine touch, so be it. We shall stick.
She did seem to have an affinity for some of the girls who I've seen pass through.
Insight check, deception check, diplomacy? I don't know.
We shall see.
I mean, does somebody want to check me on that?
I will fight you for her honor. No, I really don't care. In real life, Masha.
Roll for initiative!
Lazy bitch.
The lazy bitch. Lazy bitch.
Lazy.
You lazy bitch.
You're such a lazy bitch.
You're such a lazy bitch.
I just don't want to work tonight. Can I take
What are you
next
doing?
morning off?
What?
What?
What are you
What
doing?
are you doing?
No.
I don't want to roll for initiative tonight. I just want to go and get fucked.
Look at your life. Look at your choices.
Eric just interrupts, like, all right, look, before we come back tonight, I'm gonna go talk to the delegate. I'll be back to meet you guys here.
All right.
And just walks off without any explanation.
All right. It's a small town. You guys can find each other pretty easily, and you know each other's names. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we close for the evening? Because I don't know if we want to go all the way to midnight.
I just would want to make the note after that guy leaves. That I never trust. I can't get why did I had the accent for 2.5 hours and then I lost it.
So
I don't know if
so
I trust him.
It's the serious.
Right. I don't know if I trust her like that guy. He could be going to tell on us right now. If he's some sort of assistant reeve or something.
Do you think that he would do that?
I don't know. He was kind of mean to us.
But he was grumpy, but
Well, yeah.
that doesn't necessarily mean that he is how you say bad.
So I should trust. God damn it! So I should trust him.
I think it's my accent that's throwing you off. I'm sorry.
It is your accent. I keep keying off your accent, and it's killing me. I spent half the day today speaking in like a Scottish brogue, and so now I have to spend all day next Saturday.
No, like
because Scottish is more subtle than the. I'm going halfway to French here. Like I'm gonna have to work
You
on
did
the
some
rest of
nice
it.
French. I actually was impressed by it. But yeah, I don't trust him. I don't. He just kind of stole off and said, "I'm gonna go talk to these people." I think Foray wants us to wrap up.
I'm just here for this. I'm here for this.
I am good till midnight, so I should just keep this accent. I should be a tiny bit French and maybe some Russian.
A little bit country, a little bit rock and roll. It's nice. Yeah, I like it.
I don't have a specific accent. It's all of the accents.
Okay, well, I've registered my complaint, and that's where I'm at.
All right, Lord Benicio, do you have anything to input?
Clearly, the people in this town are not what they appear to be. I think we should be careful to jump to conclusions, good or bad, about anyone. But perhaps tread carefully, even amongst ourselves.
Aye.
After the
I just
roll.
like this, really sarcastic, side glance to the two of you. Dun dun dun.
Big sweat drop on Katya's face.
Then I hope I can trust both of you. This is a good mystery. I look forward to seeing where this goes. I say in the most non-suspicious voice ever.
I am not suspicious. Don't look at me. Stop
I am
it.
just an innocent person who.
I clearly
It's gonna be fun.
Oh man.
How non-threatening I am.
I'm unassuming. I just choke people out.
Man, this is great. Unfortunately, I am starting to feel tired. Maybe it's because look how much food I have left.
What did you make?
Looks like turkey.
I baked a salmon.
It looks like salmon.
Ooh.
It's literally like a big plate of rice that I made with my new rice cooker, and I made some delicious salmon and I seasoned it really well, and now it's all cold and lonely.
You guys, I made a bomb egg casserole this morning for church for my friends on the music team, and everybody showed up to church and they'd already eaten breakfast.
So you have a whole casserole for yourself. That's a great thing.
No. I left it at the church because people during the week, and my pastor had some and a couple other friends, so people ate it. But I didn't.
Oh, I almost forgot. You guys all got. Let me double check. I think it's 300 and.
Before
50.
you tell us that number of experience, keep in mind that we did interact with a high-level necromancer, and we survived that encounter. We're surviving an encounter. we should get experience points for surviving a high-level necromancer.
I will give you guys 50 more points for Gryffindor for doing some skill checks with the coins.
Ooh.
So a total of 400 experience points onto your character sheet, if you please.
I am
What do
freaked
we
out that
need
we're
to
doing
level
experience
two?
numbers.
I know.
That's terrifying.
It's gonna be great.
What do we need for level 2?
1,000.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well,
We gotta go kill more stuff. We gotta go grind it out.
Yeah.
Where's that waitress at?
Yeah!
Right.
Walking XP. Let's get her.
Just start killing random people in the street.
Man, this was great.
I need experience. Yeah.
All right,
All
let's go
right.
find her. Let's go get her. Da 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 da
But
da.
first, Carrick is gonna go talk to his aunts.
Next time on 4th edition, I do want to call it right now since I basically wanted the first session to be everything we did. So, unfortunately, I'm starting to feel the strain of I should make dinner earlier.
You're just
But,
too glorious.
Yeah, guys. We're gonna start right there, Carrick.
Love it.
Oh man, today was fun. Thank you guys.
You guys are fun.
You guys are fun.
This is
I'll
Listen,
figure out a voice for my character by next week.
we'll see. But Yo, what do you guys think of 4th edition, and what do you think of the new campaign, The War to End All Wars?
I'm so in love with my character so far. I am so in love.
I'll admit that before we started, I only had a rough idea of what Carrick was going to be like, and the rest of it was just kind of like, okay, yeah,
Whatever.
Carrick does this assholey thing. Great.
Impressive. Very
So,
impressive.
I didn't realize until Benicio met Connor how much I needed just a bisexual mess of a man to be. Like, my gosh, I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna flirt with all the dragons.
Abby,
Yes.
when are we going to do dragons on Queers and Quaggots?
You get to pick the next creature for Queers and Quaggoths. So
I
that's up
say,
to you.
hold on. I
do.
say that we do that when we reach that city that I'm headed to in this campaign.
Voltmore? The canton, Voltmore, where all the dragons
Yeah,
are?
I say that like either right before that would be a good time. That's Ishman's personal opinion.
Great tie-in, mister.
I like it.
Great tie-in. Thrak, when we do Queers and Quaggots for dwarves, what should I know?
It just got a lot of love, but it's kind of angry. Yeah.
Angry
The
love.
chicks with beards are kinky in a good way.
I was about to
It's
ask.
creative. And you know, yeah, the beards are an important part of the entire dwarven mating ritual. Men or women, doesn't matter. There is entwining of beards, there's suspended by beards.
Is
there's
that how
also-
babies are made? Dwarven
That is- that
babies?
is-
The entwining of beards?
Yes.
It's important how you grab the beard when you're pulling it a little bit. Like you
Don't
can't
be-
just grab
don't
it from
be
the
too
side.
rough.
That's just-
Don't be too
you
rough.
gotta, like, twist it.
I would.
Like a good grip.
I'd
Yeah.
like to take something from a previous character of mine,
Please.
and there is also situations where they will take clippings of each other's beards and weave it into their own.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
so cute.
A sign of love and a
Except the character I take it from is
Wow.
not doing that to be nice.
Stop it. Oh, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've read a fan fiction with what Lord of the Rings that had something like that in it because fuck yeah.
Gimli gave a snip of his beard to Legolas, and Legolas
Yes.
was
Yes,
long.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I
I'm
ship it.
here for this.
I ship it. Okay, guys. Let's
Shipped.
go. Let's.
I had fun in this adventure too. Don't worry.
I didn't have any fun, by the way. I did not enjoy this at all. It's cool.
You're just upset that you lost.
Oh, that's
your
all right.
accent.
You're not invited next time.
Like I was concerned with 4th edition because like I'm gonna be real honest. 4th edition's a mess. But
I think we figured that out during character creation.
Yeah.
but
Like,
I'm
proud.
really
I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys.
I'm happy that I'm learning something new and I'm doing it with really good people, and it seems like it's going to be a phenomenal story.
Mwah.
Thanks.
I like the way you did that. Got add a little soul on it, and it's perfect. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
All right. Let me know who you are. Let me know where you what you get up to on the internet.
Hi guys, I'm Ishman223 on the Twitch and the Twitters. I do not stream, but I mod a bunch of channels. If you have a local streamer or just a small streamer, support them because they need your love. Follow me on Twitter, please. I need
That
friends.
was nice. That was an amazing pitch.
That was so concise.
It was really good. Yeah.
Concise.
You should stream more.
I would if I didn't operate off a laptop.
That's fair.
I've considered doing some D&D module writing, but my computer's like, it's a real piece of shite.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
And always follow that Twitter because you post really cute things.
Like
your face.
Oh.
Abby, do you want to go next?
Sure. My name is Abby, also known as Abigator Frenzy. You can find me around the internets, on my Twitter, also Abigator Frenzy. You can find me here. You can find me Tuesdays on the Greyhawk channel in the Dying Kingdom. You can also find me on Saturdays, also on this channel, with Queers and Quaggoths, where Four and I talk about all kinds of awesome monsters. Right now we're going through the 5e monster manual and how to make the stories in your tabletop RPGs super, super inclusive and queer and awesome. So really tune into it, because this Saturday we're gonna be doing like two-headed giant.
We're doing Ettins. I can't believe you let Paladin tell you to do Ettins.
It's better than mimics. It's better than mimics.
No, my door romance was so good.
I was so impressed.
Well, you're just gonna have to wait until we publish it. Publish the podcast onto all sorts of platforms.
It's coming.
But it's coming, and we're bringing it to you queer than ever. Kissing doors.
Yes.
Throck, what do you have to say?
Yeah, hey, I am Throck at Throck Plays on Twitter. I'm one of the co-founders of Welcome to the Party, an inclusion and education-based streaming channel and Discord. And we run games 7 nights a week. I am the DM for our Friday Dungeon Heist game, our Saturday Storm King's Thunder game. Play here on Sundays, which is now amazing. And then on Wednesdays over at Exploding Dice with Askren and all those folk doing The Daubers, which is a homebrew D&D game that's also now a board game, which is amazing. And we have a big charity event coming up. Just look at my tweeters for that, and you can see all about it. I had fun tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. My confidence in running 4E was made all the greater for your presence, or with your presence. Wait.
That's a big heart. Hunter, Mr. Dev, what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm innocent. No. I'm Dev. I'm not really anywhere. I have a Twitter. I don't tweet anything. I have a Twitch. I stream on and off. I'm mostly in For's Discord, on the Forefront Discord, but usually pretty quiet.
Oh, that's okay. I've been pretty quiet too.
Hopefully, once I fix my setup, I'll stream more.
Yo. But thank you guys. I really appreciate you coming to play this game with me, and don't forget to listen to all your World War I history podcasts, because you're gonna need it.
And Carlin.
Thanks everything. Thanks everyone. I meant to say. We'll play us out. You guys have a splendid evening and a wonderful week. We will see you next week. Bye-bye. Farewell.
Bye.
Goodbye. Farewell. Bye.
And we're clear.
Mouse guard.